Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
What up, everyone? This is episode 123.
124.
124.
Come on, man.
Nigga, we high. Well, I'm high. Of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
And over here, it's your boy JC No
Hudex! And Martine.
Yo, what's up? What's good?
Chilling like a motherfucking villain.
You know.
You know? Fuck you. How was y'all weekend?
Great. All that driving over the past month finally caught up with me, and I don't want to say I had a mental breakdown, but all the exhaustion caught up, and I was physically and mentally drained, and I was like, I'm not gonna drive all the hours I planned all weekend. So I needed those days to just
chill,
relax, and I played all weekend. I played 2K.
Damn, that's the dream.
And the funny thing is out of all the whole weekend, I probably only played 5 games worth of 2K. The other shit I was just doing front office shit.
With your AD, with your crazy owner ass, she just like I know how you've been. You know what you were doing, like from Batman.
Oh hell yeah!
You know, like from Batman Robin. You know what you were doing? Chill,
fam. I took over the.
You stupid.
I took over the Charlotte Hornets. Got rid of all the fucked up contracts. Finessed all these teams out of the picks, including the Celtics with the Kings pick. Got Kemba Walker to take a 10% family or hometown discount on his extension.
Hometown discount.
And then then I fired the whole staff. So I was like, yeah, fuck y'all, gotta start over. Pretty much, you guys, there's like 6 empty spots, including one of the head coach. Only 2 of them are white guys. The other guys, it's all black. So
wow.
I'm treating this like black owned.
Black History Month, gone. It's over. It's not Black History Month no more. Y'all fired.
No. All the white guys got fired.
All the white people.
I hired a bunch of niggas.
Okay.
And overpaid their value because I knew, properties, they wasn't going to get the loans they needed. So, I kept that in mind.
Makes sense.
And then fucked around and that Kings pick ended up becoming the number 1 overall pick. So then I got this center that came in whose fucking ceiling is Hakeem Olajuwon. And his floor is like a regular all-star. So I was like, oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Then I got Jimmy Butler, and then I finessed the Hawks out of one of their uprising players. And then I told Martine, and I was like, and now the last move. Put the world on notice. I want Brandon Ingram. I got all these picks, nigga.
All these
I will give you everything. Give me Ingram.
So did you like simulate the season, or did you just...
No, I simulated the first season.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm in the next season. And I've been whooping everybody's ass.
Hell yeah.
But no, it was a much needed, like, just a way to unwind. The month of February was just rough work wise.
Yeah.
Like I was like pushing myself to like the fucking limit, and that was just to
the weather did not.
Yeah,
the weather didn't help.
Raining all month.
Nah, did not help. And then I'm pushing myself just to make sure I have all my money for my fucking car registration.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Because it's that time.
And
now
again.
And then I went to go get my tires rebalanced. I thought for the last time with the tires, and they're like, the tread's too low. You gotta get the tires. So now I gotta spend the first half of this month doing the same exact thing, so that way I can get the money to take care of that. Yeah.
Bills, man. Well, my black ass, I had like the whole weekend off pretty much, like rarely, so I just chilled. Chilled.
To this day. To this day.
Chill.
To this day.
Pretty much just watch Netflix. I kind of binge watched. What show did I binge watch? The American Crime Story, the Versace shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty damn good.
I want to start watching that.
It's only like 9 episodes, so you can probably fly through it.
Larissa and I finally started watching You.
Oh, and?
As I'm watching it, I'm like, oh wow, that took a turn. And then when some of the stuff started explaining itself, and I was like, man, fuck these white people and all these white people problems, man. What the hell is this shit? And then after a while, I was just like, just go with it.
You just go with the story, especially how he was following old girl.
But I thought it was very intriguing how the premise of it is you're pretty much spending the whole hour of the episode inside his mind. I thought that was very wise and very smart.
His head.
That was cool.
And you kind of catch yourself kind of rooting for him, and then you catch yourself like, wait a minute, no.
No. Like the situation with Benji. I completely felt for Benji until the first one.
Oh, the very first one.
Yeah, I completely felt for him until he's like, I got a tape that's a secret. And then I saw that and I was like, oh, this is just karma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
kill him.
Go ahead, whatever.
Yeah, and
that's that white privilege. I have a tape. I got away with it, but now you know my secret. No, you gotta go.
You gotta kill him. Kill him. You need your girl. You gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
Yeah, that's just wild.
How many episodes you get through?
I think we finished off where when it reveals that her dad's not dead.
Yeah. Okay. When you're in her head and the other.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty dope too.
Yeah. Well,
so
wait till you get to the last few episodes, man. It starts getting real, kind of.
That shit's on Lifetime, right?
It was on Lifetime and Netflix, and then the ratings really sucked on like when it started airing because they didn't really promote it like that. So Netflix got it, and they posted everything on their show, and then it was like word of mouth, and then they got season 2.
There you go.
Crazy.
The power of Netflix, man.
Yeah, because nobody knew on it. Nobody knew it was on Lifetime. Like they literally like canceled it after a few episodes and moved it all to Netflix.
Man, if only Blockbuster had, pick that shit up, I'd be in corporate by now.
Blockbuster would still be in business right now.
The corporate office is a Blockbuster right now.
I said Blockbuster.
Didn't Blockbuster try the streaming shit at one point and this didn't work?
Well, they did, and it was working. Well, they didn't try the streaming. They did the mail-in. Remember, that's at the time when all the mail-ins were
That's how Netflix
popular.
used to be.
And then they had
Netflix started out. And
Blockbuster had what was some perks because that was when Blockbuster was doing certain deals with certain production companies to get the movies like a week in advance.
Yeah.
They were throwing that in. Then they had the video games. So that way you wouldn't have to do GameFly.
Yeah.
Netflix, but by that point, they were playing catch up.
Yeah. They had their chance with Netflix. Yeah. When you saw Netflix,
$53 million. They said, just give us $53 million. We want to keep the name, and we want to run it, but we will be under you. Just let us run it the way we want to run it.
Netflix
sold Blockbuster then.
Yeah.
Blockbuster said no. People want to come to the store for the experience.
Who you telling?
No.
As soon as they opened the streaming and they started uploading episodes of the series, it was game over.
Oh, yeah.
It was blouses.
It was a wrap at that point.
Full seasons, and then when they started pushing original content, I think House of Cards was the very first one, and then after that picked up Emmys and Golden Globes, and then now they just push out content weekly.
Now the cable networks are now playing catch up, which I think it was wise of them to start doing. What they did was they started branching off and doing their own apps.
Yeah,
so that way
like CBS doing the Twilight Zone, Star Trek, all that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, also I kind of almost busted my knee over the weekend. I went to the bar and I was like feeling myself. Got free drinks. I don't know how I do it. I just do it. Some dude, when I walked in, I guess he thought I was the bouncer or whatever. Because I was kind of weird. Almost kind of just, I'd come in comfortably. Because I know at this point, they love me for me. So I'm like, fuck these motherfuckers. So I walked in, this black dude tried to crip walk and was kind of mugging me a little bit. And I was like, the fuck? I see them every now and then. And then he saw me. He's like, oh shit, I thought you were the bouncer outside. My bad, bro. Yo, I apologize. Yo, let me buy you a drink.
Give me a hell yeah.
Oh. And then
Sir, you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
We should make that a soundbite. We should literally make that a soundbite. Now you have my curiosity. And then like later on, the bottle girl gave me like a free drink ticket. I was like, shit.
Yep.
And then later on that night, the bartender gave me another free drink, so I did not pay $1 except for my Uber ride home.
Yep.
Shit.
That's what's up.
That was a good day. Oh, good night. Besides the knee getting almost busted, but I was hella like,
it's an evil world we live in.
And also, I was like kind of hurting, and my mom was like, "What are you doing?" It's like kind of hurt. She's like, "Yeah, I put icy hot on it." And I was like, It's like, okay, it's gonna keep getting fucked up. So I was like, all right. So I put the icy hot on it. Shit healed.
Yep.
It was like,
I live by icy hot, man.
Yeah.
From somebody that got a fucked up back. I live by icy.
Those shits are cold, but they work like a motherfucker.
As soon as that bitch start heating up,
yep, it's
feel that jolt right in your back. Like, woo!
I don't know, man. I fuck with that Tiger Bomb shit.
Tiger Bomb?
Tiger Bomb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tiger Bomb.
You never heard of that shit?
Nope.
Dude, I've been using that since I was in fucking high school, bro, when I was playing ball and shit.
Is the catchphrase, come and get a taste of this Tiger Bomb?
Jesus.
What did you do this weekend?
Man, I just chilled. On Saturday, all I did was see nothing but smoke.
It's not every day?
No. It's not every day thing. Especially on the weekends, like that's when you smoke the top shelf shit. You know what I mean? The very exclusive type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I I feel
but
that.
Then, Saturday was just super productive. Just got an oil change and shit. You know what I mean? Typical
Adult shit.
man.
Yeah,
Adulting.
Having responsibilities. Oh, I did my taxes over the weekend too.
Oh, that's what's up.
I looked at my taxes. I said, I'll get to that shit later.
Right.
Well, only because I'm usually up on game. Like, I'll do them, but I still have to write off some stuff, and I don't feel like doing that right now.
Because that takes time, and it's just like.
But I'll get to. I'm gonna get those will be filed by the end of the month.
Yep, and then tax return, baby. But anyway,
this weekend was just a good weekend to just
chill.
Whether you were in a good mood, relax. If you were, in my case, where you were just drained, it was a weekend to get caught up on rest.
Nah, for
just
sure.
catch up on Netflix shows.
Yeah,
I'm starting to clear out my list now. I'm making it like a dedication to go show by show on my list, so I can just start edging it down to like at least one. So then I start re-adding stuff. So
I'm not surprised that you have a list, man.
What do you mean for the?
Because I don't know many people that do.
Because just to keep tabs
on Netflix.
On Netflix,
my list is.
You got a list too?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you don't put no list?
Hell nah.
Why?
Man, I'm
fuck wrong with you?
Spur of the motherfucking moment, dog.
So what do you watch?
Your damn list.
So what do you
Scroll
watch?
through your list and pick
Just
your
random shit.
Just random shit.
Random shit. Yeah.
I guess. Sometimes they just be adding shit and they let you know what got added, and then.
Oh no, I still get those updates.
I know,
like,
but you can just. But if you see it, you can just watch it later. You can just watch it later and just put in your list.
No, I know.
But usually we don't go back. I don't go back to it.
I never go to the list.
Yeah, you won't go back to it because they keep updating shit. It's annoying.
Yeah,
it really is annoying. It's like, oh fuck you, I want to watch this. And it's
quality. You guys make lists.
It's quality shit. It's quality shit. That's like the most annoying shit about it. It's quality. It's like, how do y'all do this?
That's why I thought I was getting ready to watch something else. I told Larissa, I said, there's this TV show, I don't know if you saw the trailer, but it's the one with the moms.
I watched that.
How is it?
The working moms or whatever? It was decent.
That's what I'm saying. I looked at it and I was like, that would be something that both of us would want to watch.
And it's 23 minutes, and you could fly through it. 13 episodes,
Oh, yeah.
23 minutes.
I was like, I added that shit to the list. Throw that motherfucker in the cart.
Throw the next. It's like, fuck.
Treat it like it's your weed, Martine. Like, you go down to the dispensary, just, top shelf. Mid. I'll save this for Sunday.
That's pretty much what it is. That's what I look at. Yeah,
that's middle of the week, fucking Thursday, Wednesday type.
Reggie. I'm gonna save this.
I'm gonna save this later.
Yes.
But also Netflix has some. They do have some porn on that shit.
The fuck?
They do. Foreign. You gotta know where to look. Don't ask me how.
That's cool.
Speaking of porn, you know Pornhub had a fucking Valentine's Day playlist.
They have that every year. Don't ask me how I know.
I was everything.
Oh, the soundtrack?
Yeah.
I was reading the soundtrack?
Yeah, like Lil Baby, not Lil Baby. 6ix9ine was on there. Fucking
what the fuck?
Yeah, he did it before he got locked up.
Fam, I looked on there and I was like, yo, why is it? Get this out of my way so I can get to the beauty and Cherokee threesome. Like, what the fuck is? I don't want to see this shit. Niggas all crooning and shit. She wanna come with me?
No,
roll with me. I don't want to hear this shit.
You gotta set the mood right.
Wait. I have a question though. Were they original songs?
Yes.
The fuck?
And the playlist on there, like they have their own SoundCloud page, so like the music's all on there too. Yeah.
Hey, Pornhub has its own. They have their own podcast. They have their own Instagram.
Now the podcast makes sense.
Yeah,
that definitely makes sense.
It's like a female talking, but don't ask how I know.
A podcast on porn makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah,
it really does when you think about it.
It does. They have endless shit to talk about sexually.
That's true.
And you can bring guests on. There's somebody new in porn coming up every fucking
porn stars, celebrities. You can talk about damn near anything.
Yeah.
Shit, wow, I did not think about that.
Yeah, that's if you. That's only for the people that leave comments on porn.
Yeah, for real.
That really want to study the art of porn.
Just wreck her.
Wreck her. Do it. Do it.
Execute order 69.
Jeez.
Put the sticky out. Put the.
He said 69, not 6'9".
Same shit.
Big difference.
Anyway, shit happened last week as always. Michael Cohen had to, be in front of the Senate, and that was pretty interesting to look at.
That shit was funny to watch.
It was.
The whole time this nigga out here just singing like the way Luther Vandross sang to Dionne Warwick.
And it was snitching. He was like, honestly, bruh, I'm saying in layman's, I'm not gonna say word for word. He just said, this nigga's racist. He ain't shit. And y'all niggas talking, like, pretty much speaking for him. I was in your position. Fuck this nigga. We gotta get him the fuck out of here. And then the Republicans.
I was watching and I was like, that's it, nigga? Why you telling me shit I already had?
We all knew.
Tell me something new, my man.
And then my girl, what's her name? At least AOC. Let's call her AOC. The Alexia Cortez.
She got in her bag. She showed them old motherfuckers how to get down.
Every time she's damn near like, I was like, man, I love this woman, man.
She went in that question with a purpose. Because, you know, all them old motherfuckers, they want to try to put on a theatric. Like, you, sir, are a liar. Why should we believe you? She didn't waste no time with that. She went into all her notes, which got him to confess and add on stuff that's already been reported, that were already in question. So now there's a witness to confirm that shit.
Oh, wow.
And I think she had, 3 minutes left of her time? She was like, thank you. I'm done. The rest of my time.
I'm done.
Yeah. That's why I like that.
I got nothing left.
I love that woman. Ugh. And what else happened? Oh, yeah, before we got on the air, fucking...
Well, speaking of to follow up on that, motherfucker, they had the Division I AA, the football team, Delaware,
and the government's open, people.
Whoever won the championship for football that level,
Bison, whatever, some shit like that. But yeah, the government's still reopened, but Ho ass still thinks football players just want to eat fast food, so that's what he got him again.
Did you see the quote?
What did it say?
It said, "Government's open, but we serve Clemson this meal. I know how these people think. I know what they like."
That's what he said?
Yeah.
No, he didn't say that.
The benefit of that, though, is...
He said that shit?
He said that the first time around.
Yeah. Now, I will say this.
Yeah.
I don't like defending him, and I don't like giving credit, but I will say he did have Chick-fil-A.
Y'all, that shit's overrated to me. Yeah, that's a hot take. Hot take for y'all asses. I don't know why y'all like that shit. I mean, it's cool. It's alright.
Chick-fil-A is beautiful.
I'm not gonna say that it's fucking like amazing or nothing like that.
People
you know what I mean? Like, but it's fucking good, bro. Like,
it's alright.
Chick-fil-A is wonderful.
I'm not gonna die for it.
From the food to the fucking service.
No. But the way people talk about it,
shit.
not you, not you, but some folks on social media like want to die for Chick-fil-A. Like
it's the service, man. I'm gonna tell you a story.
They do have great fucking service.
I wanted to
date. If it's a female, you date that chick.
I'm putting a ring on that.
Wait, which one? Were you talking about the one like
at Chick-fil-A? At Chick-fil-A, if she's
it depends. I wouldn't have.
Oh wait, no. Are you talking about like if Chick-fil-A was an actual woman?
No, like the employee.
I thought you was. Yeah, I was like, oh, if it's an actual woman, I'm putting a ring on that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, I wanted 2 specific sauces, and when I checked my bag, I was like, oh man, I didn't get the sauces. You would have thought the world ended for that employee.
Oh my
gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You do not think this man took both the sauces, doubled it, gave me some extra other sauces for me to try, and he goes, "You got a regular? Here, I'll upgrade your drink to a large." I said, "Fam."
For free?
I said, "Fam."
That's nice of him.
Yo.
No, that's how
anybody got smoke with you let a nigga know. It's my smoke too.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Exactly. Yo, I'm so sorry.
It's
my pleasure. I apologize for that. And like, fam, no, it's okay.
That reminds me of old boy from
telling you, bro.
That sounds like Huck from Breaking Bad.
This is fucking ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Real shit. I go there once every now and then and shit. I haven't been there in a minute.
I've been there in like years.
You know what I mean?
I try to hit that bitch once a month.
Oh fuck.
I've been there in
there
years.
You go.
I've not been there.
But like
in years.
every time I go there, it's the same shit. It don't even matter where I go to. That's the crazy part. Cause there's one up by North First. Gone there a few times. The fucking same thing. Then there's one on the fucking east, bro, on Monterey. Or right, close to the east.
Then we started talking about 2K. Then we started talking about porn, and now we're talking about Chick-fil-A. Gotta love this podcast. It's hella illogical.
It's the way of the world, man.
Yeah,
it works.
Right? We'll start. I guess after Michael Cohen, this news broke before we started recording earlier. But fucking Luke Perry died at 52 after a massive ass stroke he had like a few days ago or last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, Luke Perry. That's all I know him from.
No, he did the fisted. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But that's really all I know him from. But that's a hell of a,
Yeah, he was on Riverdale.
That's a hell of a series to be a part of.
Yeah, it's iconic. That's the definition of the 90s. Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah.
He was on fucking Riverdale too, which is like another show on the CW, which is quite good, by the way.
He was like 40 years old playing 17-year-olds.
Seriously.
Shit was hilarious.
Grown-ass man. Some Kelly shit.
I was just gonna say.
All Kelly shit. 18, 19 years old.
Well, to be fair, all them actors was like 40 years old when they were doing this.
Remember back in all them fucking 90s movies, all these actors played teenagers. They look like fucking college students, but they're being seniors in high school.
I learned it's a Hollywood trick.
Really?
So you get older people to play younger parts. So that way kids who are approaching that age, they want to be, they like, oh my God, I want to do that.
Like, look at fucking, like, 100, what's it called, 10 Things I Hate About You, for example.
That, even House Party. Kids play were damn near 30.
Yeah.
Clueless.
Yeah, like it's, you cast them older, so that way
cast them as teen. Yeah,
kids see that they look a little bit older. They don't look like them because if you put somebody that looks like you, like you're just like, oh.
Well, that makes sense. That's what Degrassi comes in. They kind of changed the game on that one.
But that was mainly a marketing for younger kids.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like people like our age, we don't give a fuck. Like,
But yeah, rest in peace, Luke Perry, man.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
For sure. Anyway, when it comes to music, man, read y'all contracts. All our favorite musicians, read y'all contracts because what's the rule number 80? Labels always shady.
KRS One.
Yeah,
sounds right.
Yeah, some shit like that.
4080.
I thought we were just going to be dealing with this until we got into today and updated the notes. And I'm like, oh, this is a theme that we're going to be staying on all evening. So
at least,
yeah. Now this is yesterday was actually the 30-year anniversary for 3 Feet High and Rising from De La Soul.
Yeah,
so I want to definitely give a shout out to that.
Definitely.
Now, De La Soul is currently in a feud with Tommy Boy Records.
I didn't know Tommy Boy Records was still around.
Well, they're around for the old releases.
So they like peak back up on some shit.
I guess for a way to put it is they're kind of like the CBS kind of where they're there to recoup.
Yeah, get
make sure
money.
the catalog still goes.
Like I need my money.
Like kind of like a legacy type deal.
Yeah.
So of course, for anybody who's seen De La Soul, all their old shit is not on any streaming platform
at all.
So news had come out that De La Soul was getting ready to release their music. They were actually supposed to release it this week.
Last Friday. It was supposed to all come out.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "Oh, cool." Until we started reading the details.
Until they started talking in an interview.
Oh my God.
Was it on The Breakfast Club or was it on Sway?
I forgot where they were on, but they also were doing all their stuff on Instagram.
No, that too.
So I was able to read everything. Basically what they were saying was, yeah, this is pretty much going against our will. Tommy Boy is pretty much trying to get us to do a deal where they recoup 90% of the profit. We only get 10% and we have to share it. Oh, by the way, they never cleared any of the samples. So if they come to get us for the samples, they're going to take it out of our 10%. So pretty much they're not going to touch their 90%.
We're not getting nothing, pretty much is what they're saying.
What kind of shit is that?
And even Hove was just like, you know what? I was like, this goes against my grain if this is happening to you because you know how Hove is for the artist.
Right.
He said flat out.
The legends.
Yeah,
seriously.
He said straight out, it's not going to stream on Tidal. He said this is not going to come on Tidal and shit. You know, Hove is for the people, so round of applause.
Yeah. And then when that word came out, that's Tommy Boy was like, oh, okay, all right. No. So they went back and they're currently in the process of redoing that contract. So we shall see.
We shall see. It's a damn shame. Like the 30th anniversary, and they try to do that little sneaky shit to him. That's fucked up. And they didn't even clear none of those samples.
And the sad thing of it is like it's not even like, okay, maybe we could get away with this sample. All those samples are very recognizable samples.
Yeah.
And they did about 4 or 5 samples per song.
Yeah, I know.
Remember, this was in the prime of DJs.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I remember. Yeah, man. They need to make a rule for them samples, man. Do they really need like fucking credit for that or a percentage or?
Of course, yeah. You definitely want to give them credit, but
if you put in the work, you kind of deserve the credit.
But
especially with it being for the 70 or 80 years.
Yeah,
from the time. Now, the sample shit is going to be for the kids who are still babies and toddlers now. That shit's gonna be interesting to see when James Brown and all them niggas catalogs are no longer protected under that law.
Shit,
yeah.
That shit's gonna be wild.
Yeah, really though.
So unfortunately, we won't live to see it, but
we'll see. Who knows? Also, for people still stuck in their contract, Pusha T kind of had a nice laugh, kind of. When Slim and Birdman did some interview. I didn't watch the whole interview.
For Forbes.
It was for Forbes?
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
And one thing they asked about was, the artists is, they'll say they're relaunching Cash Money or some shit like that.
They're not relaunching it. They're just ready to go to
the next level,
phase,
quote unquote. And they asked him, like, is Drake still on the label? And Birdman just pretty much said, yeah, we're always going to have business with Drake, no matter what. No matter what, on some freaky shit. That nigga's trapped over there. I was like, oh, wow. Said it so casually, too.
What I took from that is they said he has one more, he owes them one more album.
But he's been saying he's giving you one more album.
I've heard that.
If you're reading
I've heard that a few times already.
But where I was going with it was that when he means, the way I took it was when he's doing business with them for forever, he's also talking about that back catalog. So whenever Drake wants to do a 10-year anniversary, 15, 20-year anniversary, they got to include them. I didn't take it as, oh,
makes sense.
everything he does from here on out to the end of his time, we have control over it. I was more so looking at his whole entire catalog is Cash Money. So they still have a stake in that.
Yeah, pretty much. But this all comes off like literally a few days after Summer Walker released her new remix, Girls Need Love. That features the first Drake feature of the year, which was kind of good. Drake just singing, doing, regular ass shit, whatever. But the thing that was interesting is when you look at the bottom, it says, it says Summer Walker's label, but at the other part of it, at the end, instead of saying OVO or, Cash Money or whatever, it says, what was it called? Icebreaker? Shit, I thought I saw it right there. We live, people! Trying to get off facts. I thought we had it. It's at the very bottom. Yep, Summer Love and... Oh, no, don't sing. Do not sing.
Frozen Moments?
Frozen Moments, yeah. That's what it was called. It was Frozen Moments. And people are like, what the fuck? And they're speculating that this is Drake's new independent label. Ish.
Independent.
It didn't even say OVO. This is something completely different than OVO sounds. So
whatever.
You know what it could possibly be?
What?
Remember when Pharrell stopped doing Star Trek and then he started doing I Am Other?
I Am Other, yeah.
And then it was basically like this whole
separate entity
that was like production, but then it also had like modeling and fashion, and there was like all this big old and then when Dame Dash did DD 172 or whatever, I think that's what this is.
It's
probably something that's just bigger than a record label. It's something that is actually going to be a company.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah. So
because nothing's ever on the surface with Drake.
He doesn't say anything.
Lines of what's her name was going to do, Sierra,
yeah. But he never says anything. That's the thing. He never clarifies anything until like news breaks or whatever.
See, I've come to learn. A while ago, I'd be like, man, explain all your information. But I've come to learn when you're trying to be in a situation to make some boss moves, it's best not to reveal anything. Yeah.
Be silent and do. And
let people speculate, so it keeps the word of mouth going. So that way, later on, you can confirm or deny or whatever.
He's a sneaky motherfucker. I'll give him that.
Free marketing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
he's a sneaky fucker. I could tell you that. But who's also just kind of showing his little nasty ways is his daddy. Double. Yeah, his daddy supports R. Kelly.
What kind of shit is that?
Well, there's nothing I could say about that. We just got done putting Drake in sickle mode, and now his daddy coming out saying that. So it's kind of just like, whatever.
Maybe the apple didn't fall
too far from the tree.
Seriously.
Hey, next. Kanye West.
Now this one,
you got a good laugh off this.
I didn't get a laugh. This one actually punched me in the chest reading the article. It hit me because it's like, oh, you're not even safe.
Serious.
You're not even safe from this bullshit.
Nope.
And then when I had time to think about it, I was like, well, the nigga has taken pride in saying he don't read books. So
that too. And he also said he doesn't want to be managed.
Yeah, so
he
I was
doesn't
like,
need to manage. I don't need to be managed.
Why would he?
It all adds up.
So I was like, it all makes sense. Well, you reap what you sow. Yeah.
Report comes out.
Remember we were talking about how he was suing. We claimed it was Jay, but it was Jay as a part of just the entity of Rockefeller, Def Jam, and EMI.
And then it came out that it was just a rumor. He's not suing all of them. So it's like, okay. But now there's more to the story now.
EMI not only confirmed it, but they told all his personal business.
Jesus.
And left it on the wide open. And it
in more words than one.
This shit hurts to read, but we have a show to do.
He is barred.
We have a show to do.
Oh, you gonna read the whole shit?
Yeah, because this is.
Can I just see it in layman's terms?
Nah, man. This is something that you can't assume people read this.
Well, of course.
And it hurts. You can't. This isn't something you do in layman's terms. You have to read this shit so that way people feel the full effect.
I guess.
You, Mr. West, hereby represent and warrant that to EMI that you will, throughout the term as extended by this modification, remain actively involved in writing, recording, and producing compositions and major label albums as your principal occupation. At no time during the term will you seek to retire as a songwriter, a recording artist, or producer to take any extended hiatus during which you are not actively pursuing your musical career in the same basic manner as you have pursued such career to date. The preceding representation shall not be deemed to prevent you from taking a vacation of limited duration. This motherfucker get 2 weeks like everybody else.
Pretty much, in a nutshell, he can't retire from music. As long as he's in this contract, he is barred from retiring.
It's an evil world we live in.
Oh,
That
Kanye.
hurts. How did you not read
Oh, that
sucks,
hit me in the
man.
chest when I read that.
How did you not read that
Serious,
contract? How did you not see those terms? Like, what were you thinking? Well, you weren't thinking.
Maybe not.
Yeah, you weren't. Maybe. And then it's like, this is why he's pushing out all this bullshit ass music.
I was minding my own business, and then Jason hit me, and he's like, Kanye signed one of them 5 Heartbeats Big Red contracts, and I was like, huh? He sent me the link. I said, fam, what?
He's pretty much a slave. So I guess,
man,
slavery's a choice, isn't it?
He wasn't lying. Shit.
I guess.
I call that a choice.
Yo,
Yeah.
slavery was
No one
slavery
forced
was a
him to
choice.
sign on that dotted line.
He was
Shit.
probably whatever.
If
That was
anybody
his
knows,
choice.
it's one that is a slave to litigation, and he clearly he knows.
Yeah.
So who am I to say?
Yeah.
I'm my bad, man. He was
Maybe
right the whole time.
Maybe it
This
was.
is all just crumb. This is Kanye. The last few years, man. Ever since Life of Pablo, he's just been just.
I can only imagine what it would have,
Ugh.
what this could have been if he just humbled himself and had that conversation with Jay behind the scenes. I really just wonder how this could have just how this could have went different.
He didn't take his meds
Because if Jay's out here paying Meek's legal fees,
he already loaned him money. Remember?
and well, I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about having a conversation, just hash it all out.
Wow.
If he's done that, and then if he's helped Wayne with his taxes, why wouldn't he be able to give him some lawyers and assistants to be like, here?
No,
just-
now that What's Free verse kind of holds some merit to it now, does it?
Yeah.
He probably knew all this shit. Like, damn, yay.
That's rough, man.
That is rough.
And then especially when you factor in the graduation dropped September 2007, and then 808s dropped November 2008, which means he really only had like a week to mourn his mom's death before he had to.
No, it took a while.
Contractually go back.
It took a
Fam.
while. When did his mom die?
2007.
I know, but like graduation dropped, and then
She died at the end of 2007.
not at the end of 2007. Like graduation dropped in like June.
Graduation dropped the same day as Curtis, which was September 11th.
September 11th.
I was in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah,
because
and when did his mom die?
She died later on. That wasn't before 2008, was it?
No, it was in 2008.
Well, that makes it even worse. You're just proving my point. That makes
No,
it worse.
it wasn't 2 weeks. It wasn't like a short amount
No,
of time.
but what I'm
'cause he
saying
was
is,
touring and shit.
what I'm saying is that the time from her death to the time of that release, that's not enough time to mourn
and also
a parent's death.
And also he did say like he wasn't working on no damn album. He was just chilling. Like he was just chilling, and then No ID he just heard Heartless, and he was like, oh, because he was working on Blueprint 3. And then he started just working, and all of a sudden they started playing the Heartless beat, and he was like, "Oh, I'm working on my album. I'm doing my album now." And he had to beg L.A. Reid to fucking release 808s. He had to beg him, and it got out. So that was just spontaneous. I know what you're getting at, but that's
To
the
me,
facts.
to me, all that happening in a year span from a parent's death.
And then after that, he went on like damn near a 2-year hiatus.
Because you got to remember, Antonio Reid is an EMI.
Okay.
That's something different. EMI is from what it looks like, it's publishing.
I get it, but
So-
I'm just telling you the timeline. I remember that timeline, and
Right,
it took
but what
him
I'm saying is that timeline, that's not enough time to mourn. That's all I was saying.
yeah, and his
so
mom-
from the mourning to him putting out a record,
he was still touring when his mom died.
right? So from all that to pushing out a new record, and all of a sudden it's just this, like
He had that.
When did 808s come out?
November 2008.
She passed in January 2008.
Yeah, so it was
So,
right at the end of
yeah.
2007, started 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 months.
And he was touring, and then he started working on the album immediately.
While he was working on another album.
And it happened
that's-
immediately.
That's a lot.
So yeah, that's why he done lost his damn mind. And then he went on that little break from 2009 to at the end of the tour. He went on that little break from 2009 to 2010. That's when he started working on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and then they went into Watch the Throne, and then Yeezus.
Then he just has not stopped.
He really has not stopped. Drake hasn't stopped either, if you really think about it. Drake hasn't stopped since after 2013. He just kept pushing out shit. These niggas ain't free. Word to Hove. They ain't free at all.
It's an evil world we live in.
It really is.
Shit.
Read your contracts, folks.
Literally read
Rise
the
up on the game.
dotted fucking line and just watch your surroundings. So speaking of looking at your surroundings, Jordan Woods, even though I really don't give a fuck about this, but it's funny. She was on the red table with Jada Smith.
That's a boss move.
Yeah.
That's a major ass boss move.
I did not know.
I did not.
I didn't know who Jordan Woods was, and I don't keep up with the Kardashians.
Of course not.
I mean, I have a life, but I have friends that keep up with them, and they tune me in all the damn time. So shout out to y'all.
That Jordan Woods shit was real. That shit came out of left field because, you know, the Kardashians were doing everything in their power for that week to put her on blast publicly.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Kim was in the car with one of the twins who my sister informed me was in a situation years ago where she was in the same predicament, took somebody else's man. So talk about calling the kettle calling the pot black, or pot calling the kettle black.
Right,
Same
right.
shit.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, so they did all that stuff, and then here comes the red table, and it's like,
And you should saw she did that shit. She did all dramatic on her Instagram live, and then kind of sat there like all dramatic, like what the? I was like, yeah, you're a dramatic ass. That's why I kind of just didn't believe her story just off that shit. It should have just dropped just like that.
And then come to find out, she's not just some random. She's been pretty much Will's goddaughter from birth because her father was the sound engineer on The Fresh Prince.
Shit.
Yep.
And she's the same age as Jaden. So before they became friends with Kylie.
She was the bridge that got Jaden. Jaden's introduced them together. That's how they became BFF.
Yeah. So they pretty much been family this whole time. So I'm looking at it and I'm like,
That's game blouses.
oh yeah. They weren't expecting that.
That's check.
Because Kardashians, when they go after somebody, they expecting you to run for cover. Last time I checked, Will and Jada was royalty.
Yeah.
That
You
black
don't just
royalty.
you just don't come at them and expect everything to, you know, you won't bully your way out of that.
At the same time, when you watch that shit, that she was lying. Like flat the fuck out.
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
like,
lying.
yeah, the-
To my, it's like, you know, but let's just look at the jokes of this.
However,
Fuck the realities. Go to the jokes.
I still rock with that side because again, here was the pot trying to call the kettle black.
Yeah.
And it was like y'all got all your family is based on making it this far because of this history.
I honestly just don't.
So-
Yeah.
I honestly don't have a fight. It was entertaining, stupid. It's just funny looking on social media and see how invested these people, people on the timeline are.
Yeah,
It's like this. I'm like, I guess. That's not my relationship. It's like whatever. It's entertaining. I just go on about my life.
Chloe's tweets were entertaining. She tried to
Blame it on her.
blame it on her instead of taking a reality check and looking in the mirror and just realizing
I'm trash.
Tristan wants to leave, yo. You have this motherfucker held hostage at this point.
seriously
He's
can't
doing
get that
everything
through
in
her
his
head,
power
bro.
to leave, and he's still stuck there. Now there's a report saying that he can't leave the house.
What?
No, that was last year. No, that was like the first time he cheated. That was
whatever.
Report.
So yeah, first report was he couldn't leave the house.
Shit, it's
and
probably happening
phone.
again.
Yeah.
Shit.
Why can't he just leave his damn self? Whatever, man. Just whatever, man.
Just
No
when
one's
it comes to
so,
Kardashians,
yeah.
don't try to figure it out,
Yeah,
bro.
No, I'm talking about him.
do that.
Tristan.
Hey, once you get in that family, you are a Kardashian. It's that simple.
Well, what's his name got out of it? Who was the basketball player?
James Harden,
No, not James Harden.
Oh,
The other
yeah,
one
he
before.
did
The
get
one
out
who
of
got with Kim.
Chris Humphries.
Yeah, he got out of it with the quickness. With the quickness.
Yeah, he got out of the league too.
Hey, man, he's low key famous in a way. He's the one that got away.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. It wasn't like he was a superstar.
And Tyga
Yeah.
got away too. So
I don't know, it's just that the whole situation.
I don't
Because then
care.
she followed up with it like, I have to take responsibility.
it's not
Tristan
Jordan's
was
fault.
the one that broke my
Because
my family
Twitter told her to
up. It
shut the
wasn't
fuck
Jordan.
up. Twitter told her to shut the fuck up. Like, good.
That shit was funny though. It was funny to see them get checkmated.
Pretty for once.
Yeah, no,
Like-
definitely that.
Yeah.
I give them props for the zoo, but they didn't see that shit coming. But hey, it'll be good for their TV show. In a way, they both win. Both the Smiths and Jordan and the Kardashians, because they all get money because they're gonna profit off this, and we ain't. So
That shit was funny. Will showed up
on a
the
FaceTime
on the iPad.
filming fucking Bad Boys 3,
Bad Boys 3.
giving them encouragement.
Damn.
Speaking of Will, I did not notice that JC pointed this out, but I did not notice. But he's gonna be. I guess there's gonna be a biopic of the Serena sister, of the Williams sisters. Venus and Serena.
Those are the biopics of their dad.
Just the dad period.
Well, it's gonna be surrounding him because he's the one that uprooted the family.
Oh my God!
I get you. I
To
get you.
Compton?
Yeah.
He's gonna get an Oscar.
This is pretty much the pursuit of happiness in the hood.
Yeah, King. It's called King Richard. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting an Oscar.
His dad's name's Richard.
He's getting an Oscar. Oscar nomination. Period. He will fuck. Well, dude. Speaking of the Oscars, I saw this one dude at the Z shows on YouTube, and he pointed out how fucked up the Oscars are. You thought the Grammys are bad with the voting systems. Dude, I'll send you all a link later, but it's just, these motherfuckers, man. Some of them don't, like 60% of the voters did not see 12 Years a Slave when it won for Best Picture. I was and how it's all like politics. They vote for their friends. They never even see the damn movies. It's fucking rough out there. So, and then when they vote for Best Actor, it's not even for like the film. Like, I liked you in that last film. I'm just gonna vote for you anyway.
It makes sense.
That's just like
It's lazy.
no, that's
super fucking lazy. But
yeah. I'll send you the link. It's
but I get it.
It's wild.
They should make you pass it. Honestly, they should take all the voters.
Who didn't watch it?
No. Just everybody. And you put them in a theater. You take all their electronics away.
Turn that son bitch sideways and stick a snoker.
Give me a hell yeah.
And then
That was the Rock.
you make them watch the film.
Yeah.
So that way they see
But
it.
the thing is, they send them streamers. They send them like
Well, but I'm saying is
Yeah.
that's not working. So what you got to do is
Like-
treat them like a jury,
Right.
and one other
separate them,
Yeah.
give them a stipend.
Yeah.
You make them watch the movies if they want to be on this.
And also another
makes
thing
sense.
is like they told them like certain
Too bad
movies
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
The thing was like if the movie is quote unquote foreign to them or they don't understand it, like Straight Outta Compton, you send Straight Outta Compton to like a voter and all that for recommendation, they're not gonna watch it because they don't get it and they're like, I don't get this and just move on.
Right.
So they don't even bother sending them the DVDs for it, so they can make it Best Picture or anything like that. It's fucking wild. It's,
I bet could have told you that.
I know, but just to show proof of it, it's
Right.
wild. Anyway, what's also wild is that Future don't like fat women. Twitter had a field day. Twitter had a field day, man.
That was one of those times where you just
Had to be
on
there.
You had to be on there to see it. It
Yeah.
was-
Jeez.
This woman left the club and basically it said that they turned around all the bigger and heavier set women at the request of Future while he was out in South Beach. And when Twitter got a hold of that news,
Oh, it was wild. It was,
Oh yeah.
it was hilarious.
yeah.
And I was like, I thought Sierra was the bad guy, but y'all want to make Sierra the villain? This nigga discriminating against fatties? That's
But
fucked up.
but when word surfaced,
I mean, I'm fat too, but man,
when word had surfaced, it wasn't at Future's behest. That's
was
just
the
how
promoter.
that's the club culture in places like Los Angeles
And Miami.
Yeah.
It's if they get a celebrity in the building, they only want a certain demographic
That's sad.
that looks
Right.
a certain way to be
Yeah.
in there.
That's
but
sad.
because Future's name was attached to it, and they associate him with male or masculine, toxic masculinity,
Right.
they ran with it. So when these jokes went off, I thought that one of the best things about it was that heavier set women were also participating in it
Yeah, that was
and just taking it
hilarious.
for what it was, a laughing joke to go on. But then you had,
the
trigger
sensitive-
Twitter,
Twigger, yeah.
Of course.
on all the sensitives, and they trying to run in, and they were just trying to make everybody else feel bad, which then just prompted more and more jokes to the point where Larissa and I were getting ready to go to sleep, and we were texting each other goodnight.
Aw.
And then I wake up, look at it, and I'm like, did you see this? And she's like, bruh.
I've been on
I haven't
this
been
shit.
stopped. I haven't stopped laughing for 5 minutes.
Well, but-
and then we just started sending each other.
It wasn't
tweets for
as
an hour.
funny.
Wow.
It was funny, but it wasn't funny than Christmas Eve when the the Bulls doc teaser came out.
No, this was pretty funny.
Was up there with the Jordan.
Yeah,
meme
this
from
was
that
this
shit?
was very fucking funny. This is
Yeah.
hilarious.
To me, I thought the Jordan meme was just because it was just wild. It just kept coming and coming. I was like, oh my god, this was hilarious. That was hilarious when that shit popped. This one was just like, it's funny, I guess. Fat bitches need love too, Craig.
Oh, this one was hilarious. To me, it's what made this one even more funny was because again there was a triggered community,
Oh yeah.
so they were trying to get you to stop, and then people just kept going, and then what made them look bad was
When
again
they reacted.
bigger, our fluffier women. They were also participating and taking it for what it was. It was a joke, and they were just
Hey, I
laughing.
like thick women, man.
Like,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
you know
Like
what I'm
skinny,
saying?
thick.
It's okay to laugh.
Take the joke.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
seriously.
You know how many times I've laughed at women who make the short men jokes? Like, it's
it's
take
what it is,
take it
man.
for what it
Shit.
is, man.
Take it for what the fuck
Larissa
it is.
told me all the time, she goes, I used to spend my years slandering short men. I just look at her like, heh, high five, joke's on you, nigga.
Karma's a motherfucker. That's the universe, baby. That is the universe. Speaking of the universe, trying to bring people back together. I guess Big Sean was spotted with Ariana Grande. It's not surprising to me. I mean,
Trying to get that old thing back.
I mean, in the Thank You Next videos, there was a scene where she had like a notebook of all her exes, and when you see the Big Sean page, if you freeze it, the caption says he could still get it. So, and
Wow.
yeah,
She's BBC for life. You know what her Pornhub tab looks like.
that could be the cover. Ariana Grande, BBC for life.
That search history is nothing but black.
BBC for life. What a picture of Ariana Grande. Anyway, yeah. And now people are speculating, 'cause I guess him and fucking Gianna Alco broke up quietly, silently.
Fam, that was not silent.
Seriously.
When did people forget that she got the tattoo covered up?
No. What I mean, they didn't publicize it. It was the people publicized it. They did it privately, and then people caught on.
Whether they did it
That's what I
privately or
mean.
not, we all noticed that she covered up the tattoo.
And she deleted all the pictures. And she deleted all the pictures of them and shit.
That told me everything I needed to know.
Oh yeah, they broke up, but
they
now,
were done.
Yeah.
and now
Right then and there.
And
But I will say this: is break up with your girlfriend on board. Just one of those titles that we just look at or not as it doesn't have some weight now.
Oh yeah, I knew that from
Interesting.
jump. Well, come on, break up with your girlfriend on board. And Gianna, no, Ariana Grande need to watch it. Gianna Alco is fucking. Don't let that hippie shit fool you. She gangster. She ratchet as
crazy.
fuck. She low key
She
crazy.
man.
She will whoop your ass. Whoop your ass.
She also takes one shower a week.
Hey, nah, I mean, I think that was just for gimmick. I think she really does. But isn't that Kalani?
Natural oils.
No, wasn't that Kalani that said that shit?
That was
Nope.
Janae Aiko.
It was Gianna Alco.
Yep.
They were saying some shit that Kalani stinks too. No offense, I like Kalani, but still.
No, that was the joke on Twitter.
That's what I meant.
People,
yeah.
you know, the same way they treated Post Malone. Because they looked at her tattoos and all that.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. When Big Sean's album drops with Gianna Alco, you know they're going to do their little interviews and they're going to do little subliminal records talking about each other. You know how that shit goes. And then they're going to do the interviews talking about, yeah, like we're still good friends, but, you know, we weren't really growing and, you know, I still love him as a friend. He could go do what he wants. And you know how that shit. And Big Sean saying the same shit.
It's going to sound like Future when he was talking
Sounds
about
about right.
what a time to be alive.
It never happened.
But what about the tattoo?
It never happened. They were together for like a year, right? A year or two? Like Gianna Alco and Big Sean.
When did she marry Dr. Genius?
That was like 2 years before that. Dude,
It seemed like they got together like a month after she got married.
Dude, like she went, yeah. And then he went on. She did those interviews saying like, oh yeah, like you know, he wanted to take me on a date, and I was, you know, I had a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend at the time, and Big Sean was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, and they were just chilling fronts like court, like
because that shit,
at a Laker game,
At the Laker game?
At the Laker game.
That shit's what got in the way of his friendship with Kid Cudi.
Yeah,
Of course,
that's Dirty
Cudi
Mac.
and Dr. Genius. That's his
boy.
A1 producer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Dirty Mac and Big Sean. The fuck, but hey, Big Sean has a good roster, man. He had who do you have at first? Who do you have for? It was what's her name? Old girl from Glee. Nala Rivera, Ariana Grande, then Gianna Alco, and then he went right back to Ariana Grande. He likes some crazy chicks, man. I guess that's his type. Yeah, I don't know. I think she had the what's her name?
He had enough for a single season.
Yeah, Nala.
I mean, you know, I hold my
Ain't no
rankings up with
franchise.
the with the Derek Jeters and the Nick Cannons.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
A-Rods.
Those are A-Rods.
George
Those-
Clooney.
Yeah, those
George
are lifetime.
Clooney, too.
You know what I'm saying? Those are lifetime. You know, he got a nice little one season.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
kind of
just
like,
crazy
let's see if
chicks.
you can do it again.
No, I'm just talking about like his type because you see how what they all like.
Oh, I was just
are.
talking about his resume.
Oh, his resume. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. If you look at it, just like his albums, like, they're cool.
Yeah, classic in there somewhere.
There's a classic in there somewhere if you like it, you know.
Yeah, so while he's doing that,
Pete Davidson.
Davidson was blasting "Bounce Back."
He bounced
For
the
real.
fuck back. He got Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
Fucking Underworld. Hey,
Fucking Beckinsale.
he was kissing up on her. Like he must got that. He must know how to pound it. He knows that. He got that. He gets that good dick. He knows how to pound that shit. Like damn. Okay.
Doing something, man. That was a lot more in detail than my Pornhub
Yeah.
references. You know?
Hey, I just had to.
I kept it to the search bar.
I had to veer off to this.
Let the ear veer out to the side. Too graphic for y'all.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Pete Davidson just knows how to bounce
Yeah.
back. Just hopefully this chick doesn't, make him go crazy or some shit like that. But whatever.
But you know how it goes, man.
What?
Janae about to have some fire music.
Big shot. Yeah.
Because let's look at the picture. There's 5 people involved with this. She's the odd one out. You know women.
They're petty.
Women are petty when it comes to a regular breakup, and then the man goes or the woman goes and bees off with either an ex or starts something quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When a woman finds out that she's a part of a situation where there's another party that's attached to them, and that party's happy, so you got two sets of couples that are happy, and she's over there looking from the outside in.
Yeah.
Fam, that's a woman scoring, man.
Yeah, well, she gonna make some fire music.
That's gonna be a classic album.
I think Big Sean. I think Big Sean gonna drop man, he drops good music all the damn time, man. And
Flowers and Heartbreak.
Flowers and Heartbreak. Well, I mean, you were right on target with the fucking Offset shit. So who knows?
Yeah.
They might drop fucking, I don't know, not Lemonade and 444, but Big Sean and whatever. I'm too invested. Who gives a fuck about their relationships? Anyway,
Drop that 20 minus 88.
20 minus 88. Hey. Anyway, music dropped randomly, but only T-Pain.
It didn't drop randomly.
Not randomly.
I was telling y'all both. I said gear up for it. Music was gonna drop. And y'all kept focusing on it's slow, man. It's slow.
No,
it's
I just knew the only ones I cared about.
The past 2 fucking weeks, we will have reviewed 12 fucking albums.
I said the only ones I cared about was 2 Chainz and Solange. And no, I didn't know Solange. I just knew 2 Chainz was coming. And then all of a sudden, T-Pain randomly dropped on Tuesday. And then... Yeah, of course. And then after that, all of a sudden, Solange Knows just goes on fucking Black Planet. And I was like, people still use Black Planet? I guess.
Seriously.
And then all of a sudden, she posted a track list and then wrote out, oh, there's going to be a secret album drop, a big surprise album drop. And then it was fucking Solange Knows. And she got When I Get Home, but we'll get to her later. Anyway, but T-Pain.
T-Pain dropped his album One Up. There's really not anything to not like about this album.
I didn't listen to it yet.
Bangers all the fucking way through.
That's what's up.
The title track itself.
Vintage T-Pain.
Yeah. The title track itself was great. Get Your Roll On with Tory Lanez is one that they're going to start pushing pretty soon.
Oh,
I believe that.
He's got a joint with OT Genesis. They just dropped the video for that.
That's what's up.
That one's ready to go. Even Wayne sounded halfway decent on Goat Talk, which is the last song.
You know he wants to do T-Wayne too?
Yeah. He couldn't release the first one because, of course, the contract situation. But now that Wayne's done,
he can do what they want.
They can do whatever they want to do.
It won't be the same, but that's another story.
Well,
another story.
You don't know.
I mean, T-Pain's the one that brings the best out of Wayne.
Yeah,
he does.
I don't want to hear another Wayne solo album, but T-Pain and Wayne.
You did say that solo album,
but T-Pain and Wayne, I check that out.
Fuck it,
for sure.
Might as well. Shit, everybody doing joint projects now. Again, now that's gonna be the new wave again.
Yep.
For that Cardi and Offset.
That could work. I could see that. I could literally see that.
Summertime. It's gonna lead right into her next project.
We'll see.
Maybe an EP. Maybe an EP.
I seen an interview and he basically was pushing it off like that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
And tell that to Coach K and P.
Yeah, I know, right?
They gonna run that shit until people get physically tell them, yo, stop that shit, bro. They gonna drop as many projects as they can drop.
And they have chemistry together on them songs and shit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, that should be pretty obvious. You know what I mean?
Tell you, man, Ratchet, everything is love. It's on its way.
Yeah.
Hey.
Anyway, so the T-Pain album, is there anything else you want to say?
Everybody go check it out.
Yeah.
It's good. I really liked it.
So, the main event, I was waiting for it because, I'm starting to grow. Like, I remember back in the day, I used to be so annoyed with 2 Chainz until I really started listening to his music. And I'm like, he can rap. And then his features, and I just grew accustomed to him. So then after, LeBron James did his little shit, A&R, the damn album, Load Management, that's what we're going to call it, his Load Management.
A&R. Yo, fam, I got done listening to that one spin and I was like, them niggas did that for publicity.
It was.
That nigga did not A&R this shit.
Yep.
At all.
But it's great marketing.
I know, but you think, when you hear
marketing.
that Lifetime, like I just, that needs to be a feature. That needs to be a feature. Or, maybe we could drop this album first and then next time, we do the deluxe with 2 more songs. So, let people know we got more in the stash.
This nigga was out here with a yellow notebook taking notes.
Taking notes that said doodling on some Doug shit. Like said 2 Chainz. Like, nigga. Y'all Laker fans. Y'all should be mad.
I'm not speaking as a Lakers fan right now. I'm speaking solely on
you knew
just
detach
observing.
I'm just looking at
detaching. That shit's funny now looking back. Fam. But it's great. It's a great way to market because
it was.
No,
how many other athletes in general athletes and rappers and musicians in general, they go hand in hand
pretty much.
Yeah,
so
especially basketball.
How many actually correlated an actual? He's pretty making it sound like LeBron correlated this DJ Khaled this shit right in a way.
Yeah, that's how he made it sound.
Yeah,
but I don't know, man.
And
even in the
I don't know.
Even in the information on Apple Music.
Oh my god, that shit was ridiculous.
I didn't read all that shit.
I didn't read.
I'm not even going to read the whole. I'm not even going to read the whole thing.
Late into the evening.
Here's the first 2 sentences.
Can I do it in like a dramatic? Late in the evening of February 1st, 2019, 2 Chainz and LeBron James were talking music.
See, right there, I'm like, and I'm done.
It's a powerful.
They weren't just talking or having conversation.
There's powerful niggardry at work.
Music. Music.
Shit, no
Not
way.
the kids.
For real?
Not them kids.
Music. Not food. Music.
Not his injury.
Not
the season. How he was adjusting.
Nah, man. Not
not his legacy. Not his legacy.
Talking music. Capo music. You got me. What else?
Got me there. What else? Keep reading to this epic shit. What James was serving as an A&R to 2 Chainz' 5th studio album, Rapper Go to the League. Ooh, and footage from the evening studio session featured the Lakers star playing the role of T taking notes.
Yeah. Where'd you leave off? Lakers start playing the roll to a T, taking notes as the music plays, offering suggestions about where to include the features.
Oh my god, it's like
and scrunching up his face in reaction to some of the harder hitting production.
It's a whole essay.
It's hard to distinguish where exactly his fingerprints lie within the finished product, but as a collaborator on a hip hop album, referencing 2 of the most visible, if unlikely, paths for young black men in America.
Thank you. Jesus.
LeBron is, in fact, the perfect teammate. But
He's still going.
wait,
Fuck.
There's more.
It's the last sentence. But
But
the story is 2 Chainz to tell.
explosions just.
God. Meanwhile, I'm just irritated as fuck.
Fam, I read that first one and I was like, fam.
They just skipped and pressed track 1. just went straight to track 1. I don't want to hear this shit. Tidal doesn't have that shit. If y'all don't want to read your fucking reviews, go to Tidal. Spotify. Apple Music only does this shit.
Why, man?
Why not?
Why?
It's LeBron James.
Why not? As Russell Westbrook would say, why? You keep asking why. Why not?
That's your boy. Anyway,
No.
Rapper Go to the League. In my honest opinion, this is after all the 2 Chainz albums. Like he only released like 3, right? Like his studio albums.
Well, he's got 4 because of the
previously.
I keep forgetting about that
one with Wayne.
Yeah,
Contractually and legally is listed as his solo album because of Cash Money.
But when you want technically, yeah. But this is.
But as far as solos, I count this as his 4th.
His 4th one.
But because it's 2 Chainz, I'll rock with him and I'll say this is his 5th.
Yeah.
Contractually,
technically, business wise, yeah. Honestly, all the way through, this was one of his best work. It's his strongest work. It's. Yeah, I know you said it.
I keep trying to tell y'all.
I mean, I believed you.
No. What I'm saying is we have more evidence. When's the last time you heard Marsha Ambrosius on a rap record and didn't like it?
Oh yeah,
of course.
Nah, I can't even.
You need to make a whole playlist of Marsha Ambrosius.
You really good at this point.
Really, really good.
Why You Hate the Game is still one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Forgiven. It's the first 3 tracks are just nothing but like soul samples.
They're deep.
Yeah, they're deep.
Like I didn't did you know about him when he was Titty Boy, a part of Disturbing the Peace? So you didn't know about Lil Fate and Shauna?
Oh, I remember hearing vague stories about it.
Okay, so yeah, when he says Lil Fate's son just got killed, I'm like, wait a minute,
y'all still cool?
Yeah.
What? No, it's not even that. We knew they were all cool. He did. There's no bad terms with them.
Yeah.
But it was like, wait a minute, Lil Fate's son got killed. And then he starts detailing it, and I'm like, oh, this is introspective to Chainz.
Yeah, I was like, it's the second. If anyone ever listened to Boats 2, like based on a true story 2, I've always said the second half of the album is where 2 Chainz gets really deep that no one really talks about. And that's why I was like, oh, so he can be introspective if he wants to.
Right.
So he started that off just like that.
2 Chainz is really one of the rare type of rapper where he celebrated by the ratchets.
Yeah.
But he gets the same respect as the lyricist.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's so damn rare in that where
he really evolved though.
Yeah, he can go into any subgenre or climate within hip hop and nobody questions it.
He really evolved because at first I did not like him at all, but then over time,
realistically, I'm not gonna say that he evolved in that sense because he's always been introspective.
Yeah,
he's always had that touch to it. It's just now it's being highlighted.
Right, highlighted, especially the first 3 tracks. Like Forgiving Marsha Ambrosius, Threat to Society. That's my shit. You know, Money in the Way was dope. And then when you get to, is that when the fucking trap shit starts? Statue of Limitations.
When they brought the same sample that Wayne used for Dick Pleaser.
Yeah.
Damn.
That Lil Jon and Too Short.
Oh my God. Round of fucking applause.
Yeah. High Top Fashion with Young Thug. Young Thug's been on a roll lately with features, man. He's been on a roll. I gotta give him props on that. Whip for Travis Scott was blocked because it just sounded like a Travis Scott record featuring 2 Chainz. Yeah. It sounded like 2 Chainz just went in his world, and then Travis Scott didn't come in his world, if that makes any sense. NCAA, I don't know why there's not a star by there. That's like the most popping shit
me, this
of the
was,
whole.
to
that's
me,
the
this
highlight
was
of the album.
Yeah.
Like that was like vintage 2 Chainz, literally vintage.
Like literally,
2 Chainz.
it was the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
He was on some heavy
sure.
trap shit. By shout out to Honorable C Note. He's the one who produced that. He's on some heavy trap shit, but he's speaking like Jay did on What's Free.
Literally, yeah.
On behalf of the NCAA players. And who the fuck else would know best than somebody that played college ball?
He did. Hey,
For those who don't know, 2
Yeah.
Chainz got a basketball scholarship, and the nigga got his degree in 3 years.
makes sense.
He's not just he's
He's a smart dude.
Yeah, he's
like, seriously,
makes
he's a smart
sense.
guy.
And then you got Mama Hit a Lick featuring Kendrick Lamar, where Kendrick had a very interesting verse.
honestly this
Bro,
was
2
bottom.
Chainz had an interesting verse.
The whole beat was interesting. The
Like,
whole song is
It's
interesting.
just, honestly, to me, when I first heard it, and even now, it's weird.
It really is.
To me, this is the bottom
weird.
3 of the album.
Yeah.
Kendrick started rapping normal, and then he just switched. He
The nigga said, no.
mumble rap like a motherfucker. Kendrick, sure, I could be a mumble rapper too if I want to. That's a Pulitzer Prize. That's a Pulitzer Prize winner rapping like that, and I was like, all right, it was interesting. And you said you didn't even know it was fucking Kendrick to the end.
Yeah, because I wasn't looking at the track
feature-
list.
Oh wow.
I was driving.
Oh, it makes sense. And you're
Yeah.
like, who the fuck is this? That's what you were like who's this? And then, yeah.
For real, homeless. He was like, the fuck is it? Oh, that's Kendrick.
That's Kendrick?
Because on my
Kendrick?
stereo, because of the length of the
Yeah,
title,
I hate that shit.
it cuts off at feet, so I can't. I
I
don't even see
hate
who's
that shit.
featuring.
I hate that shit on in whips and also on Apple Music and
Right.
Tidal. It's like it's annoying.
So I'm like, that was the Kendrick song? Oh, well, shit. All right, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Rule the World was produced by Hitmaker, featuring Ariana Grande. What was the sample used on that?
That A. Marie.
Hey, Marie.
The A. Marie sample.
That was wonderful.
That was
Yeah.
really good. Like
That was actually a really good
I'm
song.
not calling it the same, but I will say it's in the same tree of If I Rule the World, Nas and Lauren.
yeah,
I'm not calling it the same, so
Yeah,
don't come on my mentions or any shit like that. What I'm saying is though it was a dynamic from both of them
It's like
that worked.
It's
Yeah.
Offspring, pretty
It,
much.
it could be a single,
Yeah.
honestly, if he really pushes it.
Right.
You know, girl's best friend, Ty Dolla Sign doing Ty Dolla Sign shit.
And that shit came out in November. Just wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
Video came out in December.
Yeah, $2 bill. Isn't that the one with the young with
I'm
the
a $2
dead president?
bill.
With the
$2 bill.
what's
It
one
was
with the
funny
dead
'cause he
president
kept saying-
sample?
I said me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The next
But
song.
when you kept saying that he's so rare, this song kept playing
I know.
in my head. I was
I'm
like,
rare.
whoa.
Well, because I was the one they were using for the promo for last week's game, the Friday night game.
Yeah.
And then the
Lil Wayne was, that's why I don't want to hear another solo album.
you didn't like his
You
verse?
didn't like his verse.
It was alright. I mean, it's
honestly,
typical Wayne.
it was alright.
It was typical of Wayne, whatever. But I felt like mixtape Wayne kind of showed his ass in that one.
It was better, but it still wasn't enough to be like, yeah, I want to hear.
Oh yeah,
like,
no. It was definitely.
It was what
one
it
of
was.
his- It's definitely
Yeah.
his best verse this year.
I want to
Let's
give.
put
I
it
want to
that
give.
way.
But it's still the beginning of the year for now.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I want to give a special shout out to Uncle 40.
Oh yes.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
Not because the verse was dope, but because he took a whole bunch of lines in his catalog and he just recycled them and put this shit.
If
and
you're a
he got
D40
paid
fan,
again.
Yep.
if you're a D40 fan, you know he phoned that verse in. I guess
Because that nigga brought up the white running back, and I was like,
Honestly?
you've said that a couple times
Oh
before.
yeah, no for sure. But I don't know if this verse was phoned in, and the reason why I say that is because the very end.
Yeah, I don't think it was phoned in, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was phoned in, but I know 40 had to have been looking at it like, a lot of these niggas don't know my catalog. It's
Yeah,
easy to go back
for
and
sure.
take
And
some lines and
take some
redo them.
lines here and there.
Yeah.
Some rappers do
Easily
that.
the most overlooked.
And plus,
rapper,
he
in my
has
opinion.
and he has so much catalog. Where you gonna find it?
Exactly.
Unless you were a hardcore E40 fan, where you gonna find it?
But I say that not to complain. I say that to appreciate the fact that,
The masses hear it now.
well, that and he finessed. He's like, I'm gonna get another check off the shit I already got a check for.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. E40 on this shit. I Said Me was dope. I'm Not Crazy, which was featuring who? Chance the Rapper
and Kodak.
Kodak. Yeah, that was pretty dope. Chance kind of sounded out of place, but whatever.
Let's say that one didn't sound right to me.
And then the one that LeBron thought, Lifetime, because you could get a single on that. And 2 Chainz was like, yeah, that cool. And after that, they left and they look, you gonna put a sample on that? Fuck no. The fuck? No. Sam was dope, even though
That was a great closer.
It was. J. Cole could have been on that.
Like Sam was
As a feature?
Sam was a great closer. I don't even think he was needed.
He didn't need it, but I can
yeah,
hear.
no,
I
it
can
was-
hear
it was
J.
cool.
Cole. I can hear
It was
J.
cool.
Cole on it. But all around, shout out to Chainz. This really impressed me. If I could really like give it a rating on like after the first few listens, it's like a solid ass 4 out of 5 to me. It's like a solid 4.
That's cool.
That's like the highest one I've given it ever.
I ain't said that's cool in a minute, but this time I feel like I really got to, because I don't know, man. It just didn't flow right to me.
Oh, the track listing?
Yeah,
like that sequencing?
Yeah. So I mean, to me, it's 2.5, man.
2.5.
I'll say this project is his best collection of songs.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely that.
Girls, Pretty Girls Like Trap Music is still to me his best album.
Yeah.
Sequencing included.
Yeah.
But as far as the songs go, this is by far his.
Oh yeah,
These
no.
are the best songs
I'm
he's
not
put
talking
out.
down on these songs at all. Like like I said, or we agreed to this earlier.
Yeah.
It is a really great collection of songs, but it's just not put in the right order.
No, I agree with that to an extent, because when I first heard it, the question I was asking was, could this potentially be his classic?
I thought that too.
The second time I heard it, I was like, it kind of went down a little bit. The third time I heard it, and I was like...
You made up your mind.
I was like, okay, it's not what the first 2 listens were, but this is still a very solid ass
When
album.
when the soul sample started, it wasn't soulful, because he started the album out soulful. And I was just like, okay, he's going to go this far. So I'm thinking the whole album is going to kind of keep that soulful tone. And then when it started switching, and then I think when it got to the Travis Scott song, I'm going like, okay, that's when it started. I'm like, okay, you're not keeping that same energy. And kind of picked it up towards the end, but it was just like... You know, you did. It's enjoyable. I can listen to it all the way through.
Yeah, for sure.
I won't be surprised if it's like part of like the top 10 by the end of the year. So, shout out to Titty Boy.
Yeah, for sure. Round of applause. I like it.
And you know, now we're not gonna call her Solange Knowles. She wants to be known. She wants to drop that nose, and now she wants to be just like her sister, first name only.
She's earned it.
Yeah, just like Janet. Like I've always said, Solange.
A seat at the table got her that.
Yeah, after I said a seat at the table, because I always thought Solange will never be Janet. Now, when I say that, that means she's never gonna leave their sibling shadow and shit like that. But after a seat at the table, she left that shadow. Like she's just Solange Knowles.
Yeah,
Solange. So she.
Now, when it came to this album, when I get home, I ain't like it.
No.
Wow,
Yeah,
that shocked me. That shocked me when you told me that. I'm like, you didn't like. What didn't you like about it?
I could sense what she was trying to do. It just didn't get executed properly.
You know what you didn't do? You didn't imagine.
No, I imagine.
You imagined?
I listened to it 3 separate times and tried to imagine.
No, the first song.
No, I
The first song.
I thought she kept repeating things I imagined. It left me no choice.
I want you to keep going back and forth.
No, I know, but when she kept repeating things I imagined, I tried to.
But I couldn't imagine.
I couldn't see it.
Couldn't imagine.
And then when I looked up, I was like, oh, we've gone through 5 songs already.
Yes. Now here's because the songs.
When the fuck that happened?
Yeah, it's one of those you really have to be in a vibe. Like you really have to be high and be on hella edibles to enjoy this shit, because there is no. It literally goes. It's seamless. There's no You can't put this on a playlist. This is really meant to be listened to all the way through.
Right. Now we'll say Down with the Click.
That was the click was cool.
Stay Flow, and Dreams. Those are really the ones that stood out.
Oh, Gucci Man popped up.
And he popped up so randomly.
Randomly. Was it Armadillo or was it My Skin, My Logo? Yeah, My Skin, My Logo was it.
Yeah, it was random.
Hella random. I enjoyed it. Like, music-wise, I enjoyed it. It was a smooth listen, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the top albums. I personally did. I might change over time on the first few listens.
I know a lot of people that are going to put it up there. Just for me, again, listened to it the first time, and I was like, maybe it's just the mood right now. Let me try again. Listened to it the second time.
Were you driving?
Yeah. I listened to it at home the second time, and I was like, still not
clicking.
Let's try it one more time, and then I tried it again.
When you're trying to force yourself to listen to it, when you're trying to force yourself to like it.
When I got through halfway through the third time, I was like, I'm not gonna keep listening.
Yeah,
I'm reclaiming my other.
Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
I had 20 minutes left. I was like, I'm reclaiming my.
I did realize if you have to force yourself to like it, you're never gonna like it.
Right.
So. I was
trying to see what y'all was. Well, I was trying to hear what y'all was hearing, but
yeah, I get it. I'm like that. I'm like that with a lot of.
Have you noticed that I haven't said a word about this shit?
Because you haven't listened.
I am not gonna listen to it.
Well, you don't like R&B.
Well, it's not that I don't like R&B.
This is vibey music. It's literally
I
like
just don't
vibe
care
music.
for it like that.
What's funny
You know
is
what I mean?
he might be the one that, if he actually listens to it high as shit, he might be the one that figures everything out for
Probably.
us.
Like the fucking Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking open up Pandora's box.
Niggas like looks at us like Keanu Reeves. Just
I've been there.
well, I know kung fu. After listening to Solange album, you just like
For real.
I know kung fu.
Bruh.
But she went on Black Planet to promote this shit.
The marketing around this was awesome.
Yeah, Black Panther. I got Black Panther.
that was
Black Planet.
fucking smart.
I
Yeah.
said Black Panther. Black Planet.
How, the Mario, everything on the Black Planet, how she revealed the track list.
Yeah.
All that was cool.
Yeah.
It's just, for me, the music just,
Didn't match up for you.
not even close.
I mean, well, whatever. But did you ever have a Black Planet page?
I was young.
I kind of had it once.
Well,
and
Black
I
Planet was what, 2004?
It was the same year as MySpace and shit.
Like, I was just getting into high school.
I had like one when I.
It was
got
like one of
older.
those things where it's like, yo, if you're doing one,
You got to stay there.
yeah, and like what, MySpace came out 2006, 2007, and then that's when
2005.
Facebook started.
I think you're right.
They started introducing Facebook or some shit like that.
At the
And then
end
I was like,
at the end of my high school career,
college.
that's when it started. Like
Right.
Facebook started.
Yeah, because when we were looking at it, we were like, okay, cool. When we graduate high school, we get to graduate from MySpace to Facebook because at that time
We're
it
in
was only
college.
the colleges.
And it was only a college. Now all of a
was looking
sudden,
at Black
and
Planet.
then when
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg pushed that button and opened up for everybody.
Yeah.
See, hey man, it's all new game. Anyway, other albums dropped. Y'all listen to Lil Skies?
Yes, I do.
How was
I
it?
checked out a couple tracks. I liked it
Yeah,
from what I heard.
it's good for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the beats. It's a lot. I want to say along the lines of Gunna. Like, you know what I mean? Like once
Yeah.
you hear one song, you kind of know how the rest is.
You
gonna
know
go.
what you're getting.
Yeah, you know exactly what you're in for, pretty much. But he's good, bro. He's good at making music.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So and another one that kind of came out of nowhere. I did not know who this nigga was until I started seeing him randomly just pop up. Was DaBaby. That
I've been
was
following him ever since he caught that body in the Walmart.
that was him.
Yeah, that's him.
Yes.
You sure that wasn't just
No, that's him.
No.
no like for the labels and shit? But wow, he was
No,
the one that knocked him out.
the dead body was there. I saw the Instagram photo when it happened.
Wow.
The nigga leaked out. He died right there on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he signed the Interscope.
Yeah.
And bruh.
They weren't making that shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. But from track 1 all the way down to 13, which is the last track,
Nigga was
he's
rapping.
just rapping his
Yeah.
ass off, man.
He doesn't stop. He doesn't let the
Nah.
beat build. As soon as you press track 1, he just starts
He ready to
spitting.
go.
rapping.
Ready to go. Then track 2, breathe a little
That nigga
bit,
is
keep
TT
going.
That nigga is TTG.
Nigga's on a treadmill, not stopping.
Yeah.
He's just not stopping.
His energy, I was like, I fuck with this. He's not just some regular nigga rapping out the hood, like
Yeah.
talking about guns and shit. He can actually rap.
For real.
Those are the type of rappers I like.
Yeah, like his energy and his charisma. Like, again, I'm not one that advocates violence, but what I'm saying is that when he tells you in song format,
shit.
if you run up on me, you gonna regret it, because he's talking about self-defense and he's actually living these bars.
Yeah.
How can you not rock with it?
Seriously.
It's all authentic, man.
You know what I'm saying? When he's talking about murder and self-defense,
Self-defense.
Hey.
how can you not rock with it?
This shit happened.
You
I told my
know?
mom the same thing. We were watching the news, and somebody was explaining that they had to kill somebody to get loose. And they were like, yeah, since then... Oh, no, it's Dr. Phil. They're like, ever since then, they've just been isolated. They feel bad. I looked at my mom and said, look here, anybody breaking this damn house,
I whoop your
and I gotta
ass.
empty the clip or do something with their body,
I gotta whoop your
I'm
ass.
taking that shit outside, and I'm going in my room and I'm taking a nap. And I'm asleep as if I just won the lottery.
Wow, JC.
Hey, man, self-defense. I'm not gonna feel bad.
Well, it does.
Like,
Self-defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
talking about.
you really thought all that shit through.
Look, man, I think ahead a lot.
I think ahead a
live
lot,
in-
too.
I
You
live
gotta
in my
be
head.
prepared,
I was
bro.
prepared too, but
You gotta
Stay
You
ready,
gonna
all
stay
star,
ready.
man. I don't
Stay
advertise.
ready
I don't.
so you ain't
yeah,
gotta get
I don't
ready,
advertise.
bro.
I don't
either.
advertise
Shit.
because I'm not one for violence. I'm a peaceful person.
Say too, but don't
if
piss
you wanna
me
bring
off.
the funk to me, understand.
Like Malcolm X said, be peaceful, but if they put your hands on you, send them to the cemetery.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've only been in 4 fights, and all 4 fights have been when the action was brought to me. That's all I'm saying. And as somebody who does that, now again, DaBaby preaches that. I rock with that.
I fuck with it.
Hey man, if you impress me like that, it's gonna be somebody y'all gotta watch. He might be a freshman. Who
Yeah,
knows?
it's relatively quick.
This
project's barely 30 minutes.
Yeah, 39 minutes.
It's like 32 minutes right here.
But it's literally non-stop rap.
Yeah, it's non-stop rap.
That's all. And I like rap. I like people that literally just spit. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Just rap.
Yeah,
He's a couple songs I want to highlight though. Going Baby and Babysitter. If you haven't heard those two, just listen to those. It'll make you want to hear the rest of the album.
For sure.
Literally, the first track.
Yeah, he comes out of Charlotte.
Comes out guns blazing.
Yeah, he's from Charlotte. He's I don't want to say he's associated with Cole, but they're on the.
Was he at the Dreamville?
He was at the brunch.
Was he at the Dreamville sessions?
I don't know, but he was the one in the picture with Wale and Cole at the brunch. That was him.
Makes sense. Anyway, other albums are scheduled to come out next month. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know who's dropping at the end of this week because everyone's keeping shit close to the chest until it's time. So
it's that time.
Yeah, it's that time. But
March Madness.
Yeah, March Madness. And because you keep seeing the fucking Chris Brown front flip. Now it's fucking what's it called? They're showing a different angle of that shit now. Yep. I'm like, man, you guys keep reminding us about that.
Next
shit.
year we gonna get the 3D.
I'm surprised Future and Chris Brown don't market that shit, but it is what it is. But Anderson .Paak's about to go on tour. Not for fucking Oxnard. The most disappointing album of last year. But I guess he's gonna drop a Kamikaze. Ventura.
Yeah, Ventura's dropping April 12th.
Yeah.
So, again, it's another Aftermath. This ain't like he's going rogue. This is executive produced by Dre. It's going to be Aftermath and that. So I'm looking at like, it's either a makeup or they already had this shit planned from jump.
Yeah.
So we gonna see.
I'm kind of leaning toward it. Was already in the plans.
That's what I'm thinking.
Dre ain't gonna. Well, they did say Dre's been back in the studio lately with King Mez and the Compton crew, and which actually has Anderson .Paak. So you never know.
Right.
They were probably the creative juices just kept flowing and shit just started popping out. Who knows?
Yeah.
Also, Revenge of the Dreamers 3, according to what Cole said in his YouTube comments, they're pushing for April, so we'll see on that. They dropped the Middle Child video, which was blah, but
it was one of those.
It's one of those. And was it really necessary? It was one of those. Was it necessary videos? But whatever.
The answer is no.
Song's platinum now, though.
No. Yeah, song just went platinum.
So I guess it was necessary. I guess it was necessary.
It pushed it to platinum. So, and this is random. Master P and Jeezy are working on a joint album.
Hey.
Super random as shit,
that's
man.
Hella random.
But like,
that's a lot of snow and ice cream talk, man.
Speaking of which, they're actually working on a movie. I think it's I Got the Hookup Too.
I Got the Hookup Too.
Yeah. So their joint album is supposed to be the soundtrack. Yeah.
That works. I guess. This hope is not How High too.
Hey, get your coin, man.
They're all
coming back.
Okay, that's
How High 2 is different.
Let MTV deal with that bullshit.
Yeah. At least with this one, all the main players are coming back.
Yeah. They shouldn't even call it How High 2. It's called something else at that point.
And from did you see the trailer for it?
For what?
I Got the Hookup Too.
Nope.
Oh no.
They dropped that shit in December. It's who's that fat nigga that's on IG? The one that
Lil Trey, or whatever his name is.
The one that just has those funny videos.
He's fat and he has chains over his neck and shit.
Yeah, and he's always yelling at
Lil Trey or some shit like that.
Lil Trey's supposed to be I forgot Master P's character, but he's supposed to be his son.
Oh, okay.
So it's him and DC Fly. They're trying to do a scam or a hookup, and they're trying to use his Connect to get it done.
That sounds like a Netflix. That sounds like a Netflix.
And Romeo is actually going to play a detective that is investigating them.
Wow, Romeo came a long way.
Yeah.
Nah, I guess that's, man.
That shit is about to be trash, but I will be watching.
That's either a Redbox or Netflix. Or
I will be watching.
That's a streaming exclusive.
Yeah,
that's a trap flicks, bro.
Yeah, that's a trap flicks.
But some things are just, look, some things that we consume for entertainment, it ain't got to be about awards. Yeah. Some things are just, and it's not even a guilty pleasure. Some things are just a pleasure to watch, and even when you know it's bad or it doesn't stand up against anything.
Blah.
Because I Got the Hookup 1 wasn't that great, but
it wasn't great. The soundtrack is.
But there's so many dope one-liners in that motherfucker.
No, for sure.
Soundtrack was fire.
Yeah,
but other than that,
no.
Anyway, that's cool. What's up with the hook? Well, who needs a hookup? Your fucking Lakers. What's going on? Huh? Ooh, damn, you giving them the who. Damn. Damn, you checked out, didn't you?
I've been gone.
That's harsh. I mean, they're kind of winning right now.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. They're winning. Oh, no, they're not.
That's the Clippers.
No. By 3. Yeah, they're not.
Why are you looking
by 3.
at something that's blue? Thinking that's
my bad.
Lakers.
So my bad. But I was trying to be optimistic for y'all. But yeah,
Look, man.
Always trying to pull this.
You keep trying to pull this optimistic bullshit.
I'm being positive.
You don't know what we know.
Can I be positive for y'all for a second? To some lay of light. I'm just trying to be nice. I don't want to say y'all trash. I just want to be nice. Because I know that feeling when my Niners are trash. And I just hate that feeling. So
we don't want that shit. We want you to call it what it is, but because you don't pay attention as much as we do.
We don't want sympathy, bro.
Yeah.
We want championships.
Whoa,
shit.
All right,
look, man. Like I said, these niggas was losing. They won the Rockets game, and they lost 2 unnecessary games that kind of fucked up the motion and the wiggle room.
When did you text me saying I don't want to talk about LeBron for a whole week? What was the last straw for you when he posted the?
It was after we finished the podcast.
No, it was the game. It was the game.
It was after we finished the Memphis game was on. After we finished the podcast, and then he posted his stats that he reached past the 10th, or 10th place for assists or whatever.
Or no, he's the only player to be in the top 10
his
of
stats
scoring
pretty much.
and assists.
It was.
And I was like, I don't want to talk about LeBron until next week.
Oh, Jason just went in. He went in. Your boy Jason went in on Twitter. He was pissed. He was going after the LeBron stands. It was the difference. Again, I keep online. I'm just an observer. I see the difference between a Laker fan and a LeBron. Or, what, 3-6 Mafia? Bronzexuals? Whatever. Like, it's really, like, you really see the difference. And it's like, wow. Y'all just want, the one person just wants LeBron to get the ring. Y'all want the team to get the ring. It just, it's wild to me. That's just my observation. I don't know.
Yeah, so they beat the Pelicans on Wednesday. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, all right. Now you're on your way. Let's
get back to business.
Friday, I didn't anticipate us winning that game, but because they fucked up the 2 games they weren't supposed to lose earlier, that became a must-win, and we literally had it in our hands.
And LeBron fucked that up.
No, he didn't.
Not LeBron. The team fucked that up.
Luke fucked that up.
Yeah.
The rotation. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, you can say what you want about LeBron and his effort on the Eric Bledsoe 3. At that point, I didn't give a fuck either. So I wasn't mad at LeBron. So I was like, what the fuck does he look like running out to Eric Bledsoe when they're down by 6 and now the 3 goes in, now they're down by... It ain't gonna make no fucking difference. We're already like 30 seconds left in the game. What the fuck difference is that gonna make?
Yeah.
What I was upset with was, again, I keep telling you about this motherfucker KCP.
Yeah, you do.
This is the motherfucker... I don't wish harm on anybody, but I would be willing to go frame this nigga for something and have him go to jail.
Tanya Harding shit?
I will frame this nigga.
Why?
I have no issue with that.
Nancy Kerrigan
like,
shit.
This is like, he
irks
my soul. Because he fucked Kobe. He fucked over Kobe night.
To this day.
You know the highlights. The nigga misses 2 air balls and Kobe's walking out. That's KCP.
Oh, that was when y'all went to get the war. Oh, that was him?
He's been fucking up ever since.
Why'd y'all keep him? Oh, yeah, you already told me why, because he's on LeBron's fucking agency.
Yeah. Now, we got Reggie Bullock, who was supposed to take over because he is not only a LeBron guy, he's clutch, but he's also a 3-and-D player, which is a 3-point shooter who could defend.
But
this motherfucker was sitting on the bench the entire 4th quarter for KCP.
Thanks a lot, Luke.
Yeah. So we not only lose the lead, but we going to come back from a timeout. And for those who didn't see it, I don't know how you have it, but let me paint the picture. LeBron is standing in the paint. He has a Bucks defender behind him. He has a Bucks defender in front of him. For some strange reason, KCP then proceeds to inbound the ball into the fucking Million-Man March. The Bucks get the ball. They literally go around. Within 5 seconds, they have another 3-pointer. We're down by 6.
Did you want to punch your TV or did you just stare at it?
Thanks a lot,
Did you really just stare at the screen on how Ray J stared?
What I did was I stared at the screen not in disbelief. I stared at the screen, which was, they did it again to me. They got my hopes up, and they made me believe when I knew damn good and well I should have gave up on the season 3 weeks ago. That's exactly what happened. And to make matters worse, it really was Brandon Ingram's coming out party to the world.
Dude, that's
to Lakers fans,
fucking irritates the shit out of me.
To Lakers fans, we had known this is what he's been doing for the past couple months.
Yeah.
But that nigga was on
fire.
Another mode. I'm talking about this nigga jumped in and put Brooke Lopez on a fucking milk carton and poster at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that dunk.
And then did it again and reversed that shit on the other end.
Wasn't that like 3 dunks at the same time?
He was working.
I mean, he was tied for the leading scorer.
Yeah.
With Bledsoe, 31.
I wasn't mad at LeBron's performance.
Wow.
Again, there were a couple plays where he took off, but in the midst of the overall game, I was like, yeah, he took off because he just sprinted on the other side to give or take. All right, whatever. Like, he really didn't do, there's really not much to complain with him during that game. Now, the Suns game,
I watched that. That was.
I didn't see that. I didn't know the game started at 6. I thought it was 7:30. So when I get a Bleacher Report notice on my phone, I'm like, oh, the game's on. I put the game on. They're down by 8. Again, I was in 2K mode. I was like, I don't need this negativity tonight. I'm trying to leave negativity to get ready for the next month. So I turned that shit off. Larissa came over. She's like, you're not watching the game? And I was like, oh, no. Here, let me show you. I put the game back on. They were down by 15. And I was like, we don't need that tonight. I was like, matter of fact, I don't need it the rest of the year. I'm good.
Look,
I'm
man,
2020. You used to say 2020.
Yeah.
Yep.
What,
We've been saying that.
for the
so,
elections?
man,
No. For the Lakers season, 2020.
Yeah,
Lakers 2020.
But
Damn.
see,
LeBron just missed a layup. he literally just bricked a layup, just in slow motion. We're watching this.
trying to draw a foul.
I'm trying. I mean, when I watched that Pelicans game, the Suns game, that one, when I kept watching it, when I kept watching that shit, I was like, oh wow. And then when it got to the last quarter, the last few seconds, and they made that 3, I was like, oh, it's blouses. Well, game. Blouses. It was over.
It was before that.
Uh-huh.
It was when LeBron threw the fucking ball against the backside of the backboard.
He casually just threw it too. He didn't give a fuck.
It's like, come on, man.
And then when the game was over,
over,
there was 10 seconds left on the clock. He just walked off. Didn't give a fuck.
Let me explain to you who they lost to. This is a tweet from Hoop Central.
Okay.
Phoenix Suns owner Robert Sarver reportedly put goats in former Suns general manager Ryan McDonoghue's office roughly a year ago to, quote, inspire him to find a goat for the Suns, end quote. The goats then proceeded to defecate in his office.
You mean they started shitting?
Yep.
This is the franchise that them niggas lost to on Saturday.
You want to move on from the
I
subject?
mentally checked out Friday. I'm good.
You want to mentally go to the next topic?
I'm not even. I'm speaking and I'm not even mad. I'm just
calm. That's scary.
I'm
calm,
just speaking
JC.
very loudly. The one game I really care about that's left is the game against the Leprechauns on Saturday.
The Leprechauns. Oh, the Celtics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and I don't even care about that. We might have a chance to blow this thing back. No, because before tonight they sat Brandon Ingram with this mysterious shoulder injury that just popped up out of nowhere.
Maybe
these niggas is tanking at this point.
Pretty much. They want Zion. Tank for Zion?
I'm on board.
Hey, fuck it. Might as well.
I told Martine before you got here, I said, you know what? I wouldn't even put it past LeBron. If this nigga had a meeting with Adam Silver and was like, look, I could add you more coverage during the playoffs without me being there because you get the game and they also going to be talking about the fact I'm not there. But in return, we going to need that number 1 pick.
You know what to do. I'm going to go
And I'm going to tell you this.
Push the button.
If at the lottery we get the number 1 pick, we might as well have went to the conference finals this year. That's how I'm going to act. That's how I will act.
I'm going to film Space Jam and we're going to talk about this later. I'm going to get Zion.
Am I banking on it? No. I'm not banking on that shit. However, I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean, look how he acts, man. He was at the damn game when Zion got it, and when he be watching him play, he was scouting that nigga.
Everybody been scouting them niggas.
Everybody know mama. Man. That nigga's a grown ass man. That's a nigga 17 years old. Nah, nigga, that's a grown ass man.
that nigga been here before.
That nigga was 10 years old, pushing 30.
That nigga been filing taxes for the last 12 years.
As soon as he gave birth, that nigga went to work. He had a grown ass.
They came out with a lunch pail, ready to go.
Oh, God.
Old red and box.
When he was 5 years old, he had a full job, full-time job. Anyway, Draymond went to Clutch Sports. That's interesting.
I saw that and laughed, and I was like, yo, this nigga wants his money.
He really does. He really does.
But not only does he want his money, he wants to be set up for life after basketball.
That makes sense.
I mean, if you really think about it, once you get past
the championships,
once you get past the bullshit Clutch Sports tried over this past month, and all the
force shit,
being associated with LeBron is going to open up doors for you off the court.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and even though Draymond has had some endorsements and he's had doors open, let's face it. Hooking up with an agency like that's going to open up a lot more. So
he wants his money.
It makes sense
without
to me.
question.
We'll see. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. If the Warriors win the championship or not, it's going to be a different team when they get to that new stadium or arena.
I mean, we need more Draymonds in the league because league's starting to get a little soft in my eyes, man.
Draymond is a Richmond nigga.
Been like that
in my eyes.
Well, it upped yesterday.
Hey man, that
Trae Young and Chris Dunn.
But did you see how it started? Did you see how that shit started?
Yeah, Chris Dunn smacked the shit out of him.
And nothing happened. Nothing happened to him. And he was like, "Oh, okay."
Man, so Trae Young hits a 3, looks at him, and then they give him a second technical, and he's out. I'm like,
how?
The fuck?
That's one of them.
What kind of
That's
shit
one of them rare
that?
times in the NBA. Like that's fucked up, bro.
And then their excuse was, well, when somebody asked, what's the difference between celebrating and taunting? Celebrating, is when you do your own little setup by yourself. Taunting is when you direct your celebration and you're antagonizing. I'm like, who gives a fuck?
It's basketball, bro.
But that also explains why Dikembe Mutombo stopped waving his finger in players' faces and started waving it to the crowd.
Yeah, it makes sense. So niggas won't be mad.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like
that does make sense.
But he got mad because Trae Young shot a 3 when they called timeout, and he got mad because that was disrespectful. Like, nigga, those some balls. Like,
yeah, I was like, who the fuck is Chris Dunn?
Why you get mad about that?
For no fucking Chris Dunn with a K.
Why you get mad about that? And then he busted that 3
right. About no Chris with a K.
And then he busted that 3 right in your face.
You ain't Jenner.
Nigga, you ain't shit. You ain't even Derek Fisher.
I was just saying that because his name's Chris Jenner.
Oh. Yeah. But at the same time, when he made that
Good
damn
job,
3,
JC. Good job.
When he made that 3, he didn't threaten him. He didn't do nothing. He just looked at him for like 10 seconds. The ref didn't. I don't like how you looking at him, and just went, okay, you out. What?
I don't like how you looking, boy.
I don't like how you looking, boy. Hey, man, Adam Silver better do something about that. You take that shit away. Like,
at least he didn't disrespect him like the ref disrespected Chris Paul 2 weeks ago. When that nigga gave him the technical, but didn't give him the regular technical. That nigga gave him the fingertip technical.
They do the fingertip. That's the petty one.
Yeah,
you fucked
like
up.
Regular technical is hands, fingertips, and with the hand.
Hey,
this nigga took both index fingers and said, bloop,
"Fuck you," like fuck you,
like fam.
Anyway.
Don't disrespect me like that. Don't give me the little T, my nigga.
Anyway, okay,
that will tee me up. Give me the big boy.
Y'all can't see this, but you've been messing with that wire for like the past 2 minutes.
Yeah, because when I move it keeps
going down. Just leave it down.
Why? I like moving my phone. So I like it ain't bothering you.
No, it's like, dude. Anyway, Wade made a lucky ass shot against the Warriors. It was lucky.
Lucky.
That was a lucky shot.
The fuck?
That wasn't lucky. That was Mamba mentality.
That was Mamba mentality, bruh.
Wow.
He said it.
He said it. Not us.
Conference. Yeah. So I mean,
He said, I remember when Kobe did that shit on me. So thank you for showing me Mamba mentality.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah. But when I saw it, I was like, that was a lucky shot. That was Godsend.
And the fact he did it against the Warriors, that was God's work. That was God's plan. I'm not mad at that. You never go against God's plan.
It was just funny. There's this one picture where it shows all the Heat celebrating, and you see Kevin Durant like really.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's the 3. That happened the 3-year anniversary after Steph did that fucking 3 against the Thunder, and that happened to them. I'm like, well, what's the Vincent Price one? It
didn't happen to them. It happened to KD again.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the team when that shit happened.
No, but it happened to Steph. Steph had that look like, really? This is how it feels like when this bullshit happens?
The freeze frame on KD was perfect because he's like,
really?
I left OKC, won all them rings and them MVPs just to have this shit happen again, bro.
At least it wasn't the finals. I remember when that day happened. I remember when that game 3 years ago when that shit happened. That's when Steph was just being disrespectful. And then he was just, because he did that once and he was like, oh, that shit going in. And then it was just, they had it tied. He was like, you know what, fuck this. And then I watched it and I'm like, oh my. And then...
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure?
Because that was an amazing moment. That was an amazing moment. I like that amazing moment.
You were a little too excited to talk about that
because it was an amazing moment. It was a great game. What the fuck?
For a Warriors fan.
Anyway,
but yeah, no, that's I was watching that and then I was looking at KD and I was like, yeah, this nigga's out of here. He's gone. And then you look at Kyrie going on and what's going on in Boston. And you're like,
damn, he's getting fed the fuck up.
I have never in my life seen a trade not happen and it fucks over 3 franchises in the process.
Seriously.
The whole Anthony Davis situation has literally fucked with 2 conferences, 3 teams in 2 different conferences. So you got the Lakers, of course, where, we're a 12 o'clock soap opera regardless of what happens. So this year just added to it. We just weren't winning, so now it looks worse.
Then you got the Celtics.
You got the Pelicans.
Or the Pelicans.
Who, of course, they're not playing Anthony Davis deep into the fourth quarter, if the fourth quarter at all. So they're basically just having a body out there so they won't get fined.
That's crazy, but whatever.
Then you got Boston, who everybody thought, including myself, was going to be the ones to represent the East.
Mm-hmm.
It don't look good. And every time I see Kyrie,
he's looking so fed up.
He looks more and more depleted. And every time I see him, I'm just like,
come home.
Call Kobe. Call him. Ask him. Does he regret not having Shaq for 3 more? And if he says yes, come. Just come over, fam.
Man,
hash it out with LeBron.
You like fucking Bishop. You have that, like, you know when Bishop hugged the old girl, like his sister in during the funeral, and he got that look.
No, I'm not, because I actually like Kyrie.
No. You're hugging Kyrie, and you just look at the Warriors like, yes.
Well, this ain't got nothing to do with them, because KD is out.
We're always talking about the Warriors, bro. It's not about the Warriors.
It's about us.
Yeah, it's about us.
We talking to. That's the difference between Lakers fans and Warriors fans. If you notice, Warriors fans will be in the process of winning titles, and they'll still look at everybody else. We talk trash, but when it comes down to it, we just want the fucking ship. We don't care what the fuck you do. If you happen to be in our way, you happen to be in our way. But
save the sympathy. I want championships, bro. Like, real talk. That's all it is. I don't give a fuck about anybody else except the Celtics.
Call Kobe.
He probably already has.
Call him.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
Just ask him.
That's his mentor.
Just ask him what it was to leave one ring at the table.
Shit.
Just ask him. And if it makes sense, call Magic. And let's get to business.
I'm just saying,
that's all.
Bro.
Just sacrifice the rest of the season.
If that shit happens, I will lose my shit. You remember how this fool was running around fucking with when the Warriors lost? That would be me. If we signed
run around like Dwayne Wade.
Oh shit, yeah.
I got the freeze frame of Dwayne Wade.
Fuck yeah.
I like Derek Fisher ones better.
Dwayne Braid.
I think the Derek Fisher runoff was like funnier or more iconic in a way.
Oh, the .4?
Yeah, the .4.
To me, that wasn't funny.
He was like, "Oh, I did it."
To me, that wasn't funny. To me, I was looking at him. I was like, "Go, get the fuck on the plane. Get out of there. Get out of the fucking gym right now. Go."
Nigga ran his car.
Yeah,
he ran. No, we win. Bye.
No post game interviews. Get the fuck out. Let's go. Don't give them any chance to review. Leave
now. And he didn't come back either.
That nigga was gone. And so were the Spurs after the next game.
Yep. Oh shit. What else is going on?
Coogee is now in the mix with everything, and Coogee, come on, man. Come on, Coogee.
The fuck on, man.
Hey.
Come on now.
Coogee.
Everybody that watches sports knows that the Brooklyn Nets, for their City Edition jersey, they have the Coogee imprint on the jersey. It looks pretty fucking dope.
Hey, word to Biggie.
Yeah. It's a dope fucking
on
jersey.
The socks.
Yeah, it really is.
But
apparently they didn't. The Nets, the NBA, and Nike didn't involve Coogee.
Oh.
So now they come in.
They want their money.
Now, I'm not mad at that.
I ain't mad at that either.
However, just come to them in private and be like, look, we respect it, we appreciate it, we just want our percentage. Don't come in here trying to be haters when the only reason niggas know about Coogee is because of Biggie and niggas who play in the NBA. Mm-hmm. And motherfuckers don't know about Coogee but before that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And then to make matters worse, Chris LeVert, of course, he came back from injury. They had his bobblehead night.
Sad, bro.
This nigga played 20 minutes. He didn't have no points on bobblehead night. Like, fam. I can't even think of something where I got honored and I didn't show up in the manner I should have.
I wouldn't know what to say. It's like, well, shit. At least he get some bobbleheads.
This is a bobblehead.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny though.
Yeah, that's fucking horrible.
Ja Rule's still trying to like be relevant somehow, trying to be funny. It's kind of sad seeing him on Twitter or social media. He's trying so hard. Whatever.
It's not sad. It's funny as fuck.
No, it's hilarious.
This is the adult version of Bow Wow.
Shit, it really is.
Get to that point. I'd rather deal with. No, honestly,
Ja Rule is on my list now with Bow Wow.
I'd rather deal with Bow Wow than Ja Rule. Now that's saying something.
I don't know, man.
Ja Rule is on my list with Bow Wow.
He just can't keep his mouth shut.
If you gonna go this route, that's fine. Let me hit that alarm button on that follow. So every time you say something fucking stupid, I can capitalize.
So Bow Wow and Ja Rule, you have their notifications on just in case.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's got a list with just them.
Yeah. they're literally, they're literally accidents waiting to happen.
It's like they literally keep saying stupid shit, and he's trying to do Fire Festival too, and they're just like,
And in this instance, the Kings and the Timberwolves are playing, and he was going after
the king.
No, if I'm correct, the initial story was the Timberwolves fans were making fun of him about something.
Yeah.
He then in turn went at Kings fans.
Yeah.
Because he got Karl Anthony Towns' team confused. He thought he was on the Kings, so he then tweets, says, "It's all for the game that's why Karl Anthony Towns is leaving Sacramento and the Kings. He's never coming back.
You all gonna be cursed like he was Lil B.
Yeah, you gonna be cursed like he was Lil B." And then shout out to J-Ram.
Yeah, shout out to J-Ram.
Because, of course, he's got the job at the Kings as their social media. Yeah, go ahead. As pretty much their digital media.
Yeah.
And he runs the Kings account. You pay him his proper respects. This was a fire-ass tweet, even for Sacramento Kings.
I'm going to let him know about this.
I have to give J-Ram his props. This shit was...
He had to let people know, like, this ain't no joke.
Yeah. Nigga, this is a new day and age. Niggas can get got, bitch.
Nigga can get got, nigga.
Too far back. Now I have to put Ja Rule.
You think you gotta go with Ja Rule's tweets now?
No, I just gotta put in the search engine Ja Rule and Kings.
Yeah, but while you're looking for that, since Ja Rule's trying to start his fucking festival that's going nowhere, Pharrell just announced he's starting his fucking music festival. This is called like Under the Sea, not Under the Sea, something in the water. Word to Kendrick.
Yeah,
and I saw it's like Tyler the Creator's gonna be there. Fucking
festival's done right, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much everyone that could make it to Coachella, they're gonna go to Pharrell's shit.
And don't have as much money.
Yeah,
that's fire. This is the festival for you.
Pretty much. You find it?
Yeah. J-Ram. So this is Ja Rule. He said he tagged the Kings. He said y'all would never win a championship, and Towns is gonna leave you in free agency. The curse is strong. And this nigga put kissy faces and laughing.
Kissy faces?
Yeah. So then J-Ram as the Sacramento Kings handle retweeted it. He said, "Hoop knowledge worse than the Firefest logistics."
Boom. And how many retweets they get?
The last time I checked, it was well over 17,000. That was like 2 hours ago.
Man, get that money. Get that money, J-Ram.
Yeah. That shit was funny. That actually made my night.
That was hilarious.
I was like, why is this nigga talking? Just
shut up, Shut up, John.
Come on.
See, it rolls off your tongue like when you say, shut up, Bow Wow.
It doesn't, yeah.
Shut up, Bow Wow.
Shut up, Bow. Shut up, Ja. Anyway, if we go to football, this was another random ass news. Jason Witten said, you know what? I don't want to do commentary no more. I don't want to analyze this shit. I want to go back to the Cowboys and fuck my brain up some more.
Somebody said it's not a coincidence that he came back after it was reported that CTE and head injuries had went down like 15%.
What was he? Was he a wide receiver? Or was he
tight end?
Tight end. Wow, nigga, stay your ass down.
He was one of the slowest fucking human beings to ever play professional sports. But he was always open. I'll never understand that.
I was gonna say that shit.
And why is he deciding to come back? Why is he deciding to come back?
Just because he wants to make a run at a championship
with the Cowboys.
I mean, they're not that far off, man.
Yeah. They're about one Dak Prescott.
No, I'm not hating, but we say this every year.
They're about one Dak Prescott contract away from trying to get this done, so they want to try to get it done now.
I guess.
Seriously.
I was laughing. I was like, y'all niggas was supposed to sign Earl Thomas.
For real.
That's not gonna
Jason Witten. I was like, man, if this ain't the epitome of white privilege.
How old is he?
Shit.
How old is he? In his mid-30s? Late 30s?
Yeah, I would say mid. I'm not exactly too sure on that.
Man, he best not get injured. I'm just gonna knock on wood for that.
I mean, it's
more power to you.
I mean, it's a good look for the offense. If you think about it.
You got that security blanket.
Yeah, and the security blanket for Amari Cooper.
You saw what Steve Smith said? He was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, they asked Steve Smith if he was going to come back. And he said, nah, I'm good. I'm actually good at my job.
Yeah. You know, what the fuck you going to do?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Steve Smith, man. Steve Smith is a national treasure.
He really is.
Anybody could get it, even if you are his fellow analyst and
coworker. His peers.
For real.
Honestly, I love it when athletes become commentators, man. Those are like funny, like wrestlers, basketball players, football players. They're the best. I think Tony Romo is going to be like the best one.
I'm telling you, that idea that Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes and Gilbert Arenas put out
what idea?
Retired hoop players, if they were to get a network and give you the real commentary, no holds barred, like an HBO style.
Yeah.
They're going to piss off players.
I'm paying. I'm subscribing to that shit.
They're going to piss off players.
Well, see, but that's the thing. ESPN can still have all the rights. They would just be a group that goes to... So they can be pissed off all they want, but it ain't like they can do nothing to them.
Yep. Well, yeah.
They're also NBA players too who happen to got rings they're respected. What the fuck you gonna say to them?
Seriously.
What
Also,
you gonna say to Kevin Garnett if he shows up talk shit about you?
hell nah, trash ass nigga. Anyway, when it comes to also with football, there's gonna be some trades. I guess the Eagles are gonna get rid of Nick Foles and they're gonna send him to the Jaguars for some draft.
That deserves a
picks.
round of applause because for once a team is actually doing right by a player.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because remember, they wanted to use the franchise tag on him,
Yeah.
and keep him, and then try to deal him. Now it's just the point where like, look, man,
You helped us
it
get a
is what it
ring.
is. You helped us. Go ahead.
Like yeah, just
Yeah.
The
Unfortunately for the
Jaguars-
Jaguars, it's a year too late, and
Yeah.
unfortunately for Eli Manning.
2 years.
Nick Foles is
Too
going to
late.
be living out Eli Manning's 2018. So
Yeah. Sorry. Speaking of fucking, Antonio Brown is on that. Because he's on something. Because
he's on life.
he's living his best life, making his beard and his fucking hair just blonde. What is up with black people being a golden lord? I've talked about this again, but why?
Well, I don't know. But see, that's a touchy subject because it's not like black people aren't naturally blonde.
I know you told that before.
Yeah, so that it's like.
I get it, but no, I don't get it.
Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. When he was on The Shop, did we cover that?
No, we didn't even talk about The Shop.
Yeah.
How was The Shop? I didn't watch it.
It was exactly what I told you it was going to be. It was Jamie Foxx, 2 Chainz, Meek Mill, Carmichael,
Tony, what's his name?
Antonio Brown, and Anthony Davis. They were all talking about taking the narrative from the media and then distributing the narrative strictly from themselves, putting more power in the players' hands, and then rebranding themselves. Basically what it was. It's exactly what I anticipated it was going to be. It was good. Now, when I was watching that, it's not like I wasn't looking at Antonio Brown like, not fixated on what he was saying, just fixated on
His
damn,
upper
that
lip.
shit. Yeah, that shit blonde as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because he's not a natural. So
Yeah.
you're looking at that shit like,
Yeah.
damn, that shit blind as shit. And then he does another interview, and it's like, damn, that shit really there. And then he does another interview.
It's really still there in his
It's like,
face.
damn.
What's up with you?
What you going through right now? You say you want to live in Pittsburgh. You want to leave Pittsburgh, but you got Pittsburgh colors on your beard. What's
what the
happening, my
fuck?
nigga?
It is. But apparently teams that want to sign him right now is the Cardinals, Broncos,
Trade
and the
for
Raiders.
him.
Trade for him, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Is the Cardinals, Raiders, and the Broncos. And unfortunately, my fucking Niners won't be in the mix. But it might be a blessing in disguise. So
Well, it's because
Yeah, it could be.
like you told me you guys weren't playing them this year. That's not true. You guys actually have a home game against them this year.
But the Steelers?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. I've been meaning to say that the past couple
No, I need you.
episodes. I just keep forgetting. Because every time I remember it, it's because I'm driving by the stadium and they keep showing the home game for this year.
Oh fuck.
And they have the
That's
8
true.
teams listed.
yeah.
it's all. Well, it is what it is. Johnny Manziel.
Life comes at you fast, man.
Really fast. First, you were the top court when you were in college. What did he play for?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
1 minute you were flashing the money sign.
You had OVO on your wrist. You were a BFF with Arbery.
And the next day you got a sign that says, I need money.
Literally, like you were on the Browns. And you kept showing up drunk off your ass. Damn, bro.
Well,
He got
did
chance
play
after
for
chance
Cleveland.
after chance after
White
chance.
privilege
too.
after white
Like,
privilege.
if you really break it down.
No, he didn't get his chance yet. Vince McMahon might give him a chance.
No, I'm talking about from the NFL.
Oh, NFL, yeah.
The fact he
Oh,
was
yeah.
even in the CFL was another chance.
Yeah, it was. NFL really did give him a chance. 'Cause they saw him as he could have been the golden boy. Could have.
Nigga wanted to party instead of getting in that playbook.
Seriously, he could have. Not what's his name? What's his
That's
name?
so
Mayfield.
sad, man.
Mayfield it wouldn't have been Mayfield to bring the fucking Browns out the fucking ashes. It could have been Manziel. But hey, man,
I don't know, man. That team was kind of trash, though.
Mayfield came at the right time.
not
Yeah.
right moment, right time. But Manziel was like dope, and then
No, he definitely was.
sad. It's really sad. But anyway, what happened? If y'all don't know, is that he just can't put the booze down. He can't put the drugs down, and he got. Not only did he get kicked off his CFL team, the CFL pretty much said you're gone. So he don't got nothing now. The XFL is available, so that might be maybe his last chance, but he'll fuck that up too. Might be some shit. You get fired from a wrestling football team.
Oh, wrestling football.
Or there's AAF too.
So I said, that's an option.
Yeah.
Or just
I mean, at this point, all the shit he's been
Just
through.
give us a 30 for 30.
Come on, yeah, no, seriously, we need
Just
that.
bring all 30 for 30. That's what we need.
He just needs to make money off his likeness at this point.
30 for 30 now. His 30 for 30 will be fire. Talk about how I will never forget when Drake was like his BFF. He was going on Sports Center talking about how he was his friend and everything.
You want to know what's funny about this whole situation too? It's the different paths that Johnny Manziel and Colin Kaepernick have taken. And quarterbacks like them were the hot commodity when they were playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the two routes that they've completely gone to both leave get pushed out the NFL.
Yeah.
One literally had to get pushed out because he was a liability. No team wanted to see. Even on the draft, he was lucky fucking the Browns picked him up. You remember that shit? He was like literally the last person in there.
Jerry Jones' son had to save
the franchise.
Because Jerry Jones he was ready to risk it all.
He was serious. He was gonna
serious. Man.
Hey, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get him. You sure? Because this might Dad. Don't. All right.
Don't do it.
He would have did it. He would have did it
for sure.
Boy, he gonna do it. Boy done did it. He's a cowboy. That would have been amazing. Oh man, the Manziel jerseys would have been fire. Everyone when Romo went down, put in Manziel.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. It would have been a disaster. Vincent Price.
I would have enjoyed that shit.
That would have been comedy. You thought the Lakers shit was bad. Oh boy, Johnny Manziel on the fucking Cowboys. Oh well, yeah. Maybe in an alternate universe it did. I want to visit an alternate universe just to see that.
Yeah, but he's not the only Manziel that's in the news.
His wife is.
Yeah, his wife ran some marathon, and she ran her first mile in 14 minutes. Ain't nobody worried about that.
Yeah.
Problem was that when her and her friend came in first and second, and they finished, she would have had to clock 4 minutes per mile the rest of the way to finish at that time frame.
So fuck out of here. You tell me she cut through the bushes and shit?
And then what makes it matters worse is you want to say, oh man, she cheated. But the more details are coming out, and what's possible is that she probably got confused at one of the cross lines. So at one of the cross lines, it counts for 2. So like, one I think is like the 6 mile mark, or one's like the 11 mile mark. They're in the same vicinity. So she probably could have seen it and been like, "Oh well, I'm gonna run this way then," and ended up finishing.
And she didn't know. She didn't know no better.
Yeah. Now the other alternative is people are saying that her and the friend just got into a cab and they.
That's even funny. Got an Uber?
Yeah.
Literally got an Uber, went on your phone, called an Uber, said, yeah, go right over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uber to the finish line.
Fuck that.
You can literally Uber anywhere.
Yeah.
Uber. But they blocked for this shit.
Uber. We'll get you there.
Literally. Oh, shit. Anyway, if we go to baseball, you know how much the Powerball's going for right now? $380 million. And now it's probably at $400 million now. But that's high. Price hype Hopper. As soon as y'all sent me this shit,
the motherfucking bag.
Really, 13-year contract with the Phillies for $303 million.
No.
What kind of shit is that?
No. $330 million. Still.
330.
They don't have
That's wild.
He's that good?
We'll see.
But like, even
he's definitely more than Manny Machado. Manny Machado got $300 million, so he's definitely worth more than that.
See, what tripped me out. Now I understand, that sticker shock, $330 million, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that wasn't my first shot.
Yeah, but 13-year deal.
Wild.
That's an investment.
That's like
you're
World
banking
Series
on this dude
that's
to
like
take you to the championship
every year at least.
That means not
every year, but
at some point.
The stipulations of the deal is they're all in or nothing. So even if he retires and leaves baseball, they still got to pay that $25 million.
So pretty much he owns half the team, like a percentage. Like they're literally putting everything on him.
Yeah, and they still got the cachet to go get somebody else too. Mm-hmm. So when Trout is available, they're going to try to hook and
that's going to be way out their budget.
Somebody was saying they can make it work off of logistics somehow, some way.
Well, because he's from Philly.
It was a money puncher too.
That's right. I forgot about that.
See, I was just listening to some nigga that comes out the barbershop. It was a money puncher that came in and said, "Oh no, it's still possible they could get Trout." I said, I don't know much about baseball, but I know motherfucking Bryce Harper and Trout together.
Yeah, right? I mean, dude, he goes to every Eagles game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's...
300.
Bryce Harper got there and immediately started recruiting Le'Veon Bell.
You telling me all I gotta do is play baseball? Fuck the power. So if I play the Powerball, I can make just as much as Bryce. I get that Bryce Harper.
Sorry, man, I think I
get
told
the
you.
Bryce Harper soundtrack.
I think I told you before, man. In my household, if I have kids, football and basketball, you might as well say fucking shit. As far as I'm concerned, don't bring that bullshit in my house.
You better
We
play
playing baseball. That's what we doing. Or you better pick up that goddamn tee and go out there and play some golf
Or soccer.
Or soccer.
Yeah.
Shit.
And take your ass
They
over
literally give you the
overseas.
bank.
Go to fucking Europe.
Yeah.
Shit,
He
for
became the 1% in just one signing.
No. Basketball and football is don't bring that shit. I'll watch it.
But you ain't playing it.
You ain't playing that shit.
Why, Dad? I want to play. Nope.
Take your ass over there.
Start hitting the ball. Be Barry Bonds. Shit. Speaking of Barry Bonds with Giants, period. CEO Larry, how do you say his last name?
Bear.
I mean,
Fair.
what? Anyway.
Oh, damn, I ain't heard that in a minute. Shit.
Fucking, yeah, so TMZ, they're like the feds. They catch everything, and I guess he was getting in some argument with his wife, and he had to fight for his cell phone away from her.
Man.
And she fell on her ass.
He wasn't fresh to death when the feds was watching, man.
No, but how he
Actually,
walked
he was.
away. No, when he walked away.
When you're fresh to death, you're not pressed. And he was pressed.
He walked away
Because he knew he was going to get away.
When he reached over, he saw his life flash before his eyes trying to get that device.
I'm gonna lose. He probably got that. It's probably the number to that fucking place that they caught.
Yeah, Jupiter, Florida.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Kraft wasn't the biggest name.
Shit.
Yeah, he grabbed that
Does
shit.
Bayer have any interest in investments in anything that would make him bigger than Kraft?
Not that I'm aware of.
And he was watching that shit, like, he grabbed that phone, like, and then he walked away. He knew the camera was there. He was just annoyed, like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna get away with this.
That motherfucker was the walk-in epitome of those Twitter memes and the videos. It said, when you in the shower and your girl got your phone, the nigga, like, sprints out and shit.
Fuck yeah.
That was Bayer.
Yeah, and then he released a statement, pretty much said, it's an unfortunate public statement, argument, whatever, about a family member. I was like, sure. Well, my narrative, you were fucking around.
Man, he probably was fucking around, whatever. But
He was, but it was. That's not a crime.
Yeah,
you don't go to jail for it.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Morally, it's fucked up. It's wrong, but it's not what they're making it seem like it is.
Yeah, it's not like he.
It's
actually
embarrassing.
Pushed her, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's embarrassing.
Way to push
you know,
her.
you have to. And he was the Giants CEO, so he has to talk to his board of trustees and shit.
Well, no, he had to step away from the team.
Yeah.
As far as from what I'm hearing.
He has to step away
for
temporary
like a week.
Yeah, temporary leave, you know.
Yeah, so from that angle, I'll defend him. However, from the other angle, complexion for the protection, man. Because OBJ got into a fight with a net. They crucified his ass for a week.
But what, I mean, you know what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I am not going to punish that man in public opinion just because, it appears what we all think it is. Mm-hmm. He did not go there to cause harm to her. It wasn't not what they were perceiving that.
Yeah.
However, he's granted that access and that privilege.
I guess.
I mean, man, just let the jokes fly, bro.
Let them fly.
Yeah.
It's not as funnier as last week, but yeah.
It's not as funny because he got the device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been some shit if he reached and she snatched that shit and this nigga fell.
That would have been hilarious. Then he would have been the laughing stock.
Yeah, like.
Anyway, so Tony Harris?
Yeah, shout out to Tony Harris. She is now the first girl to receive a D1 football scholarship.
What position?
Safety.
So she be hitting
She is not a punter. She is not a kicker. She is a safety, and I have seen her highlight tape.
She hitting it?
She's hitting niggas like they was making fun of her before they stepped on the field.
Which they probably were.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, now she a hitter.
That's going to be interesting to watch. What school?
And I don't say this, I'm not saying this to be sexist or trying to put her in place. Ed Reed with breasts.
Damn.
She hits.
And what school is she going to?
She's going to Central Methodist, I think. Let me confirm this real quick. I know it's a Methodist. It's in the South.
That's going to be, oh, damn. God bless her for that. That's a dream. That's a movie right there.
Nah, it really is.
That could be a flat-out movie. That's woman power.
Her doing that can come out at a better time, especially with the Serena Williams, the new Nike commercial.
We're also in the middle of Women History Month, so this is Women History.
Oh yeah,
another
round of applause for her. Yeah, she's going to Central Methodist, Kansas City.
I want to watch her. I gotta watch her.
No, I'm sorry, no, not Kansas City. Fayette.
Fayetteville?
Fayette, Missouri.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I
thought it was Fayetteville too. I was like, oh shit.
I gotta see her highlights. I gotta see her damn highlights.
She hits.
Shit.
She hits.
That's what's good for her.
Yeah, most definitely.
Good for her. Now, yeah.
You got something on your mind.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
That y'all been waiting for this shit, huh? Well, Leaving Neverland premiered on HBO.
Oh, did it?
It did.
Oh. Man, I'm gonna watch the first 10 minutes of that shit because I'm turning this off. I'm not.
I was trying to watch it for research.
Didn't watch it.
I was watching it for research.
I was like, you know what? Buzzy's gonna tell me everything about this.
You know me. Like I said, MJ, they call themselves the hashtag MJ fan. I guess that's what you call the stands. They are by far the most organized fan bases out of all the fans, out of the Nicki stands, after the Barbs, the Beehive. They kept bombarding everybody with them facts. Facts after facts after facts. I was just like, damn. And people still just didn't want to believe it. But anyway, Taj Jackson, I guess Michael's nephew, he's been like the leading force in all this. So Jackson's did an interview saying, he didn't do this shit, calling the documentary bullshit. Another dude came out, like Brett Barnes. He was a good friend of Michael since childhood. He pretty much threatened to sue HBO after he gets word that Wade Robson was going to insinuate that Michael moved on to him and he molested him, even though there's like one little part that said, oh, he denies it. But he was like, no, it didn't happen, and I didn't ask for my rights for this fucking shit. So if you use my likeness in this documentary that I do not like, I will sue your ass. HBO just said, ha, suck it. Just still aired it anyway. And then this is the thing that breaks. This is disappointing. Oprah, Oprah disappointed me, man. She pretty much did the after show. She is doing the after show, pretty much talking to Wade Robson, that other whole ass nigga, and surrounded by fucking what they call the victims of sexual abuse and shit like that. And she's pretty much saying, oh, I reached out to him and this is bigger than Michael and all this other stuff. And I'm like, wow, Oprah, I'm not gonna slander you because
you're Oprah.
Exactly. And she's done so much for black people. She's done so much for like helping other people do shit, like, for society, for the world. And then you went in Michael's house after he gave you that interview back in '92, your first major interview. And then after he died, you went and talked to fucking his mom, went to his mom's house and talked to his kids and shit. And then you see an interview, and then you see this documentary by two white boys that have been proven to be lying. And you believe the white boys. Damn, man.
It's an evil world we live in.
Prince fans wouldn't have allowed that to happen.
I know, right? This is my karma. I'm gonna say.
I'm not even saying that as a joke. I saw what happens with the Justin Timberlake performance in Minnie. They organized that shit within a span of 3 hours.
So you saying Michael and Prince fans are like organized as fuck?
Yes, you have no idea. You see my mom.
Yeah, I believe you.
You see my mom.
Yeah, every day I go to.
Okay, now look at this. Prince was already advanced in technology. You give all them motherfuckers Facebook now.
And Twitter.
They fam.
Michael fans, out in London, they actually had billboards on buses that had hashtag MJ Innocent. What's it called? Facts, something about facts lie, people do, or some shit like that. Facts don't lie, people do. And I was just like, oh wow.
They with the shits.
They with the shits. And what's even more crazier about that is that more receipts. It's like, this is the opposite of the R. Kelly shit. Hell of people coming out like in abundance saying, I worked with him, I was around him, this did not happen. And people refuse to believe it. Dude, there was a 300-page document by the FBI.
Tragic.
See, y'all don't. Well, they get the joke. Prince never said that, but in our universe, in our illogical universe,
well, I'm sure he said it.
Prince said it. Yeah, I believe it too. Yeah, in heaven, probably told Michael that too.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Tragic. See, I'm laughing now because for the past 24 hours, I've been pissed. I got into a damn argument with this writer in my DMs, and when you get in arguments and you just want to say, you know what, let's just agree to disagree, so you can just end it. You don't want to like talk about it. No. No! Just like, what? And it's just getting me. I'm seeing all these articles by people saying it's just hard for me to write this, but I believe the accusers over Michael, and even all this evidence that comes out, it's like people really showing who they are. They really are showing who they are. I know, it's tragic. It's really tragic.
Never heard anything about happening in Erotic City.
Anyway,
Neverland's another story.
Yeah.
Y'all funny.
Apparently, man.
Anyway, you said you watched 10 minutes of it and it was just bullshit to you?
I saw it, the R. Kelly situation. It had his family, it had co-workers, it had obviously the victims, it had people who weren't necessarily involved, but they heard the hearsay around the city. 10 minutes in, I'm like, we're still talking with the families?
They didn't, and the director even said flat out, well, I made a conscious decision to not talk to any of Michael's family or nothing like that because I wanted to tell just the family side. Oh, so you don't want to fuck up your narrative.
No, you didn't make no conscious decision.
No.
You was gonna get fucked up if you went and approached them on that. You made a conscious decision, all right. Because you made a conscious decision to keep your fucking limbs together.
And the estate said flat out, they did a big ass statement and said, "Oh, this was submitted to the Sundance Film Festival at the 11th hour at a secret premiere just for certain journalists and shit like that." And what happened?
I'm just listening to you.
And what's even worse, my nigga, they used Michael's music in videos without the estate's permission. They're gonna sue your ass. I don't get HBO's Endgame. It's like, dude, y'all got Game of Thrones next month. Y'all gonna get all the ratings in the
fucking... all
fucking...
this empty time. They gotta fill some up. But just because you got all this, just because that's happening next month, still got kids you gotta feed. You still got bills you gotta pay.
They got the summer. you gotta keep the roof up. You gotta keep the roof up.
This is Latrell Sprewell in media format.
He's gotta feed his kids, man.
How am I gonna feed my kids with that? You think I'm supposed to wait on the next fucking
Game of Thrones
episode? Shit, how am I supposed to feed my kids with that?
But it's gonna, nigga, I got niggas to know the funniest tweet, because niggas were tweeting and I was getting pissed, but the funny shit came from Cass, and niggas were saying, "You mean to tell me that Michael Jackson was like a father figure to you after he just beatboxed your booty hole?"
Oh, yeah. What happened to your shaft? That is powerful nigga.
That was one of the real times, like, oh, goddamn you, Cass.
I saw that tweet and I was like, that's all I need to know.
I mean,
you're saying he did this, but you're still calling him a father figure? Nah.
Yeah. Everyone, like, pretty much the majority. We put up on a larger poll, and over 74% said "fuck them kids," while 24% still really do believe he did it. And at this point, I'm just gonna say this: if you see all these facts that are in your face about what happened, just admit that you just feel Michael's weird. He looks weird. No amount of evidence is gonna convince you otherwise. And that's pretty much all I got to say.
Well, my take on it is, shouldn't have rubbed that shit in Paul McCartney's face.
I'm just saying, man.
This is the 48 Laws of Power, and he went over.
He went over when he saw how powerful he got in just a short amount of time. And after he moonwalked and Thriller came out, and he just pretty much
what I'm saying is that you didn't think that was going to rub folks the wrong way, where they were going to try to put something on you?
They, that's where we're going to go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody wasn't going to try to pin some shit on you. Let me tell you something about Prince. Prince will throw you shade, but he'll never throw you shade enough to block the whole sun.
Yeah, Michael just thought he was bigger than the sun.
So he bought the motherfucker's whole catalog, and he just thought he was just going to die in peace? Live in peace?
And then talking shit about it. Like, Michael just said, like, yeah, I own half of Sony. I have everyone's catalog. I have everybody's shit. Yeah. And it's just like, and then when you look back at these videos, he's talking shit. He was calling Tom the devil. He's like, I want out of Sony, and now Sony has his whole shit now, his soul, and they're trying to destroy his legacy, man. My mom even was like, bro. My mom was like, as soon as they started describing what he was doing, mom was like, this is sad. And at the same time, double time, it's like, dude, this just shows you how he was that nigga when he was alive. Ugh. Man, let that nigga rest in peace, man. I ain't gonna stop listening to him. This ain't no fucking R. Kelly. R. Kelly, I deleted my first R. Kelly song today. That's a round of applause. All back to you. To me, it's
You've been here this whole fucking time. You ain't deleted that shit out?
For real.
Hey, I didn't know I had it. That's the thing. I was like, oh shit. We were going through the Nutty Professor 2 soundtrack, and we were going down, and I saw
it. Random ass soundtrack.
I didn't know I had it.
No, I didn't.
Just typed in R. Kelly at one point.
I haven't opened up my laptop in a minute, but I was scrolling down, I saw it, and I was like, oh, just
delete. Delete.
Niggas talking about they're gonna delete Michael's music. I'm looking at a whole lot of journalists with side eyes. So, even certain ones that call themselves journalists, even though that put their opinions over facts. Well, I'll just say this: facts can give a fuck about your opinion. So that's it. Not as mad as I thought I would be. Probably because of the weed. Thanks, Martine.
You're welcome.
I'm unfazed by it. Like,
I know you.
To me, I don't even know why y'all Michael stands even.
Because we know this. The reason why we got fed up, because logically we shouldn't be mad, but we know how people think. A person is smart. Like, JC, you're smart, but people are dumb, idiot, and dangerous beings, and you know it. We're the Agent K.
But they gonna say it regardless. So why even get riled up?
Because it's I get it. I used to be like that, but now it's on a bigger platform, and you have the biggest Oprah co-signing this. That's kind of giving it like, you know.
Yeah, I can see that part.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, really, bitch, really, okay, yeah. And it's almost like you can believe. I was telling people you can believe what you want, but then it's not like, I was like, no, you can't believe what you want because the facts are right there in your face. Some people, and especially when I say like the FBI, you're telling me the same FBI who took out the Black Panthers, who took out every predominantly huge African American like individual that had some type of power, they did everything in their power. They had a 10-year investigation on Michael, 300 pages, and they found nothing. And niggas were trying to tell me Michael paid the FBI.
Maybe he did.
That FBI shit is that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, you gotta be like, you gotta.
Last time, look, man, the FBI was able to infiltrate and take down the Black Panthers, Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, as we just learned.
Help kill Martin Luther King.
Help kill Martin Luther King. And you mean to tell me that for 10 years, they were able to compile 300 pages worth, and they just randomly let a nigga go?
Come on.
Niggas the FBI let a nigga go? Nah.
A nigga. No, but he was dressed up as a white person. No, a nigga. A nigga that made a fucking, the only African American visual that showed black people as king and queens. Like, really? The nigga,
true, man.
The nigga who made They Don't Care About Us? The nigga who made Heal the World? The nigga who gave us Billie Jean? You tell he touched them kids?
Oh my god.
When shit hits the fan. This is the year of more than that.
Kanye, man.
That was Kendrick.
Wait, was it when he said Billie Jean?
Come on, bro.
Oh, fuck, it is.
More than man, bro. Tragic.
That is tragic. Shit.
And we all just stared and looked at you too.
For real. I was like, wait a second.
Do I believe it? Like again, do I believe it? No.
No shit.
No, you talking about the Billie Jean part.
Oh yeah, no, it's coming when you two. Yeah, whatever.
No, what I was saying was, do I publicly say it, knowing that he still had the boys in his bed?
That's the only thing that's harder to explain, man.
That shit's just weird.
And then when you try to explain,
you don't gotta explain to me, because I know
you get it.
I know
the
psychology.
Yeah, me too.
Psychology that goes with it.
I get it too.
But at the same time, it's like
still weird. I don't give a fuck.
I've never tried to defend that.
You couldn't defend
ever.
it. It's under, and then that's what some people were saying. Like, well, he slept in kids, so he did it. I'm like,
that's of course. Like, but again, you gotta know the facts. But again, that's the same way that 300-page report is facts.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact too. It's also a fact.
Bed with him.
It's also the fact that people did tell Michael, like, "Yo, bro, this isn't a good look," and he was so naive. He saw the good in people. He didn't think no one was ever gonna fuck him over. Malcolm X thought a black man would never shoot him, so Tupac felt another black man wouldn't shoot him.
Don't even bring that one up.
I'm just saying, like, Michael saw the good. It was almost like he saw the good in everybody. Children were like his happiness. And
Michael, get your hands out my pockets, Michael.
Get your hands out my pocket, Michael. Who you fucking at? Michael, get a switch. Get your hand out my pocket, Michael. Jermaine. Joseph. Jesus. Oh man, rest in peace, Michael. It'll be 10 years after he died. Now niggas low-key kind of looking at you sideways. People say, I'm gonna cancel your music. Really? I'm gonna blast Billie Jean in front of their house. Get a fucking, in that movie with the stereo, I'm gonna blast that shit. Like, nigga, fuck y'all. Anyway.
You still got stereo like that?
Yeah, your shit. Your beats. Your beats
it's
pill.
Not the same.
Same shit. It's loud enough.
In other news, my mom is going to another Prince event.
Another one?
There's no problems going on that side of the sphere.
Ain't no problem going to a Michael shit either. Unless if you have a brain, you can still enjoy Michael Jackson. If you're an idiot Go ahead.
That's all fine and well. Mm-hmm. But y'all got to go through it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Prince fans ain't going through this shit at all.
Hey,
They planning out what's happening for the next event, which apparently is in 3 weeks from now.
Hey man, the only good news about this when it comes to Michael is that the estate decided to release concerts, and they released the Wembley concert that I've never seen on their YouTube page for free. So after we're done with this, I'm gonna watch that shit. And they released this Dangerous one, the one that HBO showed in '92. Wild. His name still brings in controversy and ratings and money. Whatever. Rest in peace, Mike. Again. Anyway, let's wrap this shit up. So how do you say this nigga's name that's gonna play Candyman?
Yahya
Abdul Mateen.
Okay, what movie was he in?
He was in The Get Down. He was
You're right.
What the fuck was his name?
I know what you're talking about though. I remember
the Hustler. The thug.
He gonna play. I thought what's his name?
Wait, who? Shaolin?
What's the show? The one that danced, the Hustler that danced and had old boy's girl.
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, that was cool.
Wasn't he also in Black Lightning?
Yeah, no, he was in not Black Lightning. He was in Aquaman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was in Aquaman as the one dude. Yeah, and what's his name? Jordan Peele's doing that shit too, right? That's gonna be fire. There was a Teddy Pendergrass documentary that came on Showtime.
That's just wild.
Wild. Well, I didn't watch it yet. I didn't know it was on. But
you know he was part of Harold Melvin, the Blue Notes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Teddy was singing all the fucking the leads.
Oh wow.
But it was titled Harold Melvin and the Fam. In one scene, these niggas is staying at some janky ass motel, while Harold Melvin and his entourage are staying in this fancy ass hotel. Teddy had to walk, which was like 2 miles to get to the fucking hotel. He had to go to him like, look, man, I need money. He's like, I don't know if I got that much right now, but let me see what I can do. This nigga went to the room. Teddy peeked in. This nigga pulled up the mattress. He had to have had $400,000 under that mattress and gave him $200 and said, don't tell nobody.
Oh, I would have been mad.
Fam.
Oh, I would have been mad.
That was the first 20 minutes. This is an almost 2-hour documentary.
Oh, I'm going to watch this shit.
Oh, shit.
Lifted up the mattress and only gave him $200?
Yeah.
I would have been pissed.
So many people came out and was like, I thought Teddy was Harold Melvin.
Damn, he sang all those records?
Yeah.
I would have been pissed. I would have been P.I.S.
It was one of those ones where it was like, oh, man. Wow.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he just literally took over and shit.
Yeah. And then, of course, it goes into detail with the accident that
like, nigga,
paralyzed him and he couldn't perform the rest of his life. Now, overall, it was a well put together documentary. And then I found out that Tyrese, they got the green light to do his biopic.
Jody gonna play him?
Tyrese is gonna play him. And at first I was like, Tyrese is gonna play him. Then I actually saw a picture of Teddy without the beard. I was like, oh, Tyrese can pull that shit off.
And he got the voice for it.
Yeah.
And he does play, and he did do a Teddy Pendergrass like tribute to the BET.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He did do that.
Yeah. No, I'm rooting for Tyrese in that.
Yeah, just don't blame The Rock if the shit didn't sell.
Nah, they gonna hype that shit up. I forgot who's producing it, but it's gotta be. It's not a streaming. They're going straight to the movies.
I know, but it was just a joke. Yeah. You know. And what else is up?
Let's see what's going on. Oh, speaking of documentaries, Biggs in an interview he says that a Rockefeller doc is really in the works, and they're gonna focus on the early days of him, Jay, and Dame.
It's like a biopic, pretty much.
Yeah, that's gonna be a documentary.
That's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting.
I thought it was gonna be like a biopic.
No, it's
just a documentary. Oh, that's gonna be fire! If and it's gonna be a title exclusive. You know, it's gonna be a title exclusive. They're uploading documentaries and movies on there now. So
I've been telling people for a few months. Jay and Dame are moving like Triple H and Shawn Michaels in 2006.
Meaning,
niggas is out doing their own thing, but occasionally you get a crotch chop.
You gotta get it. When shit gets real, we all gotta come back together just for that one time.
You know what I'm saying? Just give you a crotch chop just to let you think about it, and then slowly but surely they gon'.
You really remember that year,
yeah.
Especially, damn. I vaguely remember that. That's when
I used to watch wrestling.
I know, but when did you stop? What year did you stop?
Like 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
That's it was after Cena went to ECW.
Okay,
that was like the final moment.
That's when it started getting those years. That's when.
That's why when everybody speaks on CM Punk, I don't get it because CM Punk was like a jobber when the last time I was watching.
I remember.
So I don't understand.
Yeah, when he did his little pipe bomb shit, that's what got everyone back. Yeah, man. Shout out.
Dame and Jay are moving like that, so it's a matter of time.
Charles Barkley is suing his friend for $6 million fraud.
Yeah, that nigga missed Inside the NBA on Thursday. Like, where the fuck Chuck at? Did some research. His boy and the boy's friend were telling him they were gonna like just selling some shit on his behalf, making some money. Come to find out they've been frauding this nigga for $6 million.
God damn!
So he was in court taking care of that.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Energizer doing a smartphone?
They are.
That's interesting.
With the longest lasting battery. Not even a joke. Like that was their selling point.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
Energizer
that
the
would have
longest.
to be.
Yeah, with the
That would
fucking...
have to be their shit.
The longest lasting battery.
That
they
bunny-
said you could run this shit for a week and not have to put it on charge.
Shut the fuck up.
And it's a smartphone?
I'll burn that shit out.
Literally, no pun intended.
Yeah. I'm interested though. You know, I'm browsing through, trying to see what the next phone is. If I'm gonna stay iPhone, if I'm gonna go a little cheaper route. We'll see.
Is it gonna be like a smartphone too and shit?
Yes,
Yeah, it's a
it is.
smartphone. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That's so
I'm still looking at that Razor.
they're really
Still
going.
looking at that smartphone Razor, that smart
I
Razor.
want to see what that shit looks like.
Yeah.
Like in my hand, you know what I mean? I want to see what that shit looks like.
And finally, since 2020 is like 10 months, 10
It's
months
tomorrow.
away. It's tomorrow.
Seriously.
New Year's Eve is tomorrow. I'm about to
We
get
about
drunk
to
after
blink
this.
and we're already 50 episodes in.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I don't know if people have been paying attention with Andrew Yang.
I was gonna say like how they had Bernie on there and they're gonna have Andrew Lang.
Yeah, I don't know if people have been paying attention. I was open to trying to figure out who I would be supporting throughout this whole process. Of course, Andrew Yang talking about giving people 18 to 64 $1,000 a month during his term sparked some intrigue. I'm like, how is this possible? Him explaining it, and then realizing that companies like Amazon, who make 11 or 21 billion and don't have to file any taxes or pay taxes on it, and him saying, "Oh yeah, we tax that. That's how you get the money." And even when we get the money, that's still less than the amount that we spend on the military. Ooh. And then him talking about how he wants to put power in the people's hands when it comes to economic gains. So really, it's about restabilizing, giving the power to the common person by ways of technology, because, and that's the thing too he was bringing up, which was, you got the truck drivers, and then you got people at the kiosks and all that. Technology is pretty much taking all those jobs.
Yeah.
So and that's not something that's a prediction. Like it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening now.
Very
people just aren't paying
right.
attention to it. He has a full set plan to cover for all that when the time comes for that to take place. So in all that, I've been paying attention. This is the candidate that I have not only backed by saying I have actually contributed money to this cause. So that ways, because he's really under the radar, so he needs the money to get up to get
That's
to the debates.
That's cool.
But yeah, he's going to be on the Breakfast Club on Wednesday. I'm excited for that because he killed the Joe Rogan podcast. He was on there, I think it was almost 2 hours for that one. He destroyed that shit. A lot of people listen to it because, Joe Rogan's #1 podcast, Universal. Right. A lot of people didn't even know about Andrew Yang before that. And after that, he's skyrocketed.
Kind of sounds like what happened with Obama.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I don't care. And then not care anybody but hoe ass have a brain. That's where I start off on that. But yeah, good war.
Anybody that wants to put $1,000 in my pocket a month, and,
I'm with that.
And eliminate what is it, student
debt.
Yeah, student debt.
Everybody,
that speaks directly to me. Like,
student debt's some bullshit.
Yeah,
but we'll see where it goes. Anyway, this was episode 124 of the iLLogical Sense podcast. You can always follow me on the Twitter at Mr. Busby 408. You can follow me on the Instagram at Mr. Busby. You can follow the podcast at iLLogical SP, and follow us on Facebook. JC.
Instagram.
Oh, and Instagram. I did say Instagram.
You can follow me, JC No Hundreds, on all my social media. Of course, the Logical Sense playlist and video list for March is now up.
That shit's better than BT Jams, man. I tried watching BT Jams this one day, and I'm like, what happened to the world? Like,
I'm glad you watched, because last week you were like, hey, did you see this video? And I'm like, it's on the video list. Like, I put that on there, right?
But I didn't watch videos, so one time
these videos.
So one time, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch.
Of course, I watched it.
But you know what? I'm gonna watch these videos while I'm doing stuff, and it got times I stopped and I was like, oh wow.
I watch everything on my Xbox.
So you just have it on
like
the
I
background?
got YouTube TV right on the Xbox. That's how I watch my cable. when I watch anything on YouTube, it's on TV. So when I put music videos on, I'm like, I'm just gonna watch this and do whatever I need to do.
And then it has ads in the middle of it too.
Yeah.
And shit
Well, no,
like
it doesn't
that.
for me. I got premium.
Oh, well, if I have ads, it kind of has that TV fucking feel to it. But yeah,
I don't
go
want
on
that TV
shit.
feel.
true.
I don't want that TV feel. Just get to the video.
I feel you.
Yeah, I get it.
Nah, I'm with you, but I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And on top of that, the premium feel, you gonna get them ads, and you trying to listen to regular YouTube, just listening to stuff. You gonna have to keep that app open. Premium, I can close that shit.
That's what's up.
Go around, browse through on Twitter. And
I don't
everything,
understand why you
it's
gotta
still
pay for that
Yeah,
shit,
that's right.
but whatever.
when you got a product,
I mean,
you sell
yeah.
that shit.
I get it. You don't do that on
And
Tidal
add
though.
text.
It's capitalism, man.
Anyway, so Martine,
Oh yeah, follow me on all social media at Beats Be Killing Them.
be killing them.
And the Venomous Vibes playlist is every week, man. Saturday around 2 o'clock. Sometimes a little bit later. You know,
You should just
I'd be
upload
high.
it at 420, bro.
I'd be high. It is what it is.
I'll be changing when I post the Throwback Thursday. Some night it'll be the night before. Some days I'll be like, hey, I'm fucking tired. You'll get that shit at like
Yeah, I wake up
11 a.m. on Thursday.
I wake up early, listen to that other podcast, Joe Budden shit,
Oh.
and then fucking after that, then I'm like, all right, let me set this shit up.
I was doing a whole shitload of podcasts, mainly just wrestling podcasts, Joe Budden, and like maybe I do listen to ours because I'm just cynical like that. But everything else is just so many podcasts that I just barely could keep the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, that
I stay
note.
on ESPN Radio. That's how I keep up to date with everything.
Well, all
when
the
I'm working.
sports shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, get all fuck off. Fuck Wade Robson. I ain't gonna say fuck Oprah, but I'm disappointed in you, Oprah.
Fuck Oprah.
Wow. They're coming after me.
Don't sugarcoat shit, man. If that's how you feel, say it.
Nah.
Come on, man.
Disappointed.
It's 2019, man.
I'm disappointed.
So we don't got sugarcoat for these people,
I'm
man.
disappointed.
They gonna come after you. All you gotta do is log the fuck off. This ain't
disappointed.
real life.
I'm disappointed.
Fuck KCP.
And Jedrick.
Fuck Luke Walton.
And
Fuck
40.
Rondo.
Nah, he's doing good.
No. A nigga shoot 10 threes in a game that they ain't supposed to be shooting threes. Fuck Rondo.
Fuck R. Kelly.
Rebound from a triple double.
I don't give a fuck about that.
And fuck R. Kelly. Gotta say that.
We're almost, nah, actually,
wanna put those words together.
we're almost up on that.
Huh?
We're almost up on that. They actually got him, so
Yeah.
probably
yeah.
declining. We only got a few more.
It only took 2 months too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We got a few more episodes where that's still intact, and then
And after that, until something new
we're
comes
done
out.
with that cause.
Until something new pops up. But yeah. Oh damn, niggas injured.
I'm looking for some. Who else can we say fuck?
Well-
who else is looking for a fuck?
All I could really say. I'm gonna end this shit right now.
Kuzma's ankle said fuck you.
Yeah.
But Michael Jackson did touch them bitch ass kids. And we out.